Vamos ver se já tá tudo certo agora. Não vai ter nenhuma surpresa. Vamos ver. Bom, tomara que meu mic esteja pelo menos funcionando, né? Desculpa a interrupção, eu tive que parar para ver se eu consigo arrumar o problema que está tendo aqui. Provavelmente estão falando do novo FIFA, né? Captação dos movimentos aí do Cristiano Ronaldo. Beleza, o mic está funcionando, é isso que eu preciso saber. Beleza, galera. Bom, eles acabaram de mostrar a apresentação do novo FIFA 2018. Provavelmente eu não reparei ali direitinho, mas é bem provável que vá também usar a Frostbite, né? Que é a engine agora oficial, aparentemente, de todos os jogos da EA. Olha, quase que ficou no vácuo ali, hein? Men in Blazers. Cara, eu acho que a cereja do bolo eles vão deixar mais pro final da conferência, né? Tem apenas 30 minutos aí. 30 minutos não, tem apenas 15 minutos de transferência. Eles falaram apenas de Made in NFL 2018. Agora eles estão vindo com. Eles vieram com Star Wars, né? Que falou dos novos conteúdos de Star Wars que está para ser lançado. Inclusive, para quem tiver interesse, Star Wars não, Battlefield 1, desculpa a gafe. Battlefield 1 está com promoção aí para PlayStation, a versão Deluxe está custando apenas R$ 115 e a versão normal R$ 100. Eles estão mostrando agora cenas do novo FIFA 2018. Eu confesso para vocês que jogo de esporte não é o meu forte, mas é interessante, né? Para quem gosta aí, todo ano tem um jogo de esporte novo. É bacana para quem gosta, tem conteúdo a rodo aí, né? Aí as capturas de movimento do Cristiano Ronaldo é o que torna o game muito real, né, galera? Fala a verdade. Essa captura de movimento deixa o jogo surreal. Mas hoje em dia também, né, não tem mais como não fazer jogo se não for com captura de movimento. Ninguém perde mais tempo animando personagens, né? Algumas animações ainda são feitas, mas a movimentação dos personagens, o próprio personagem caminhar, as ações do personagem hoje são tudo feito através de estúdio de captura de movimento. Mais uma vez, galera, eu vou pedir desculpas para vocês em relação à qualidade da minha câmera, porque eu estou usando a câmera do celular através do Wi-Fi. Espero que pelo menos o áudio esteja decente. Eu vou procurar ficar mais parado para não ficar dando esses interlaces na câmera, né? Esses lag na visão aí. Tanto o NFL quanto o FIFA aparentemente vai ter a sua versão aí de modo história. Bom, não sei qual foi a piada, mas só o cara ali achou graça. Sua cabeça lá, ó, no chão, tava ali, ó. Hã? 10 mil. Não dá pra ver não, agora. Eu não sei quantas tem, não dá pra ver. Eu tô brincando com você. O que é importante é os números? Ih, ficou sem áudio ali. Acho que já é o primeiro bugzinho, né, da E3, a conferência da EA perdendo o áudio. Não estamos mais recebendo o áudio da transmissão. Bom, se mostrou Maiden, mostrou FIFA, ou o próximo jogo é um jogo de corrida, que é o que todo mundo está esperando, que é o Need, ou pode ser o NBA 2K18 aí, né? Quem sabe? E realmente nós perdemos o áudio da transmissão. Vamos ver se a galera consegue corrigir, né? Olha lá, o modo jornada vai retornar. Cara, não é possível que perdeu o áudio e ninguém vai avisar pra galera lá, ó. No fundo a gente já tá vendo aí o novo Need for Speed. Olha o Fusca, mano. Ah, não, vai ter Fusca, velho. Eu já quero esse jogo. Ah, meu, é brincadeira. Você vai poder customizar um Fusca, velho. Que bacana poder correr com o Fuscão ali, ó. Que louco, meu. Vou fazer um cortezinho aqui, galera. Já volto rapidinho.
Been around for a long time.
Bruno que
There's
curte
been a lot of new
Modify
things
aí,
coming
né?
to the game, and a lot of open
cara,
for
bom.
people who are familiar with the franchise.
Dá uma machadada na
Exactly. You know, we're
cabeça.
putting a new narrative into the
Ô, Bruno,
game.
teu
When
áudio
you're
tá um
driving
pouquinho
through
baixo ainda,
different
lembra?
all bringing their own unique playstyle to the
Ó,
game.
aqui o meu
You're
tá
driving
0.
to stock to super.
Esse Need for Speed vai ser em Las
Speaking
Vegas,
of
né?
customization,
Vai ser
my homie
igual aí.
Nick, AR12 Gaming, it looks like he's customizing a classic
Olha,
Beetle.
gente, todo mundo no chat colocando o
He's gonna
Zzinho,
be
vai.
doing a lot more of this customization
É.
gameplay
mas sempre, né,
at 1:30 on the stream if you want to come back.
Enough
Enough
talking
talking
Ô, Bruno,
about
teu
it.
áudio tá um
I'm
pouquinho
trying to
baixo ainda, lembra?
Yeah, we're absolutely very excited to show you the first
game.
one of the
Aqui o meu
you're
tá
driving
0.
Need for Speed Payback called the Highway Heist that shows that intense action driving experience. So let's turn around and take a look.
Koenigsegg Regera, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. We intercept, then grab the cargo.
It'll be part of a
Aí,
convoy.
galera, voltei.
Esse Need for Speed vai ser em Las Vegas.
Place the truck and I'll take care of the rest.
AR12 Gaming, it looks like he's customizing
Olha, gente, todo mundo no chat colocando o
Eu
Zzinho,
tava
vai.
verificando aqui a questão do áudio.
We gotta take out this car.
Ô, Bruno, teu áudio tá um pouquinho baixo ainda, lembra?
Yeah, we're absolutely very excited to show you the first one of the you're driving Need for Speed Payback called the Highway Heist that shows that intense action driving experience. So let's turn around and take a look.
Vamos ver. Cara, esse jogo Need for Speed Payback parece que tá animal, velho. Vai ter um novo modo história agora.
Damn it!
We intercept, then grab
It'll be part of a convoy.
Galera, voltei.
Esse Need for Speed vai ser em Las Vegas.
Place the truck and I'll take care of the rest.
AR12
Forget the
Gaming.
tunnel. We get it before it reaches the city.
Olha, gente, todo mundo no chat colocando os
Eu tava
desenhos.
verificando aqui a questão do áudio.
Pronto, o áudio tá um pouquinho baixo ainda, lembra?
Yeah, we're absolutely very excited to show you the base round of the game. Payback for the highway highs that shows that intense action driving experience. Let's turn around.
Vamos ver. Cara, esse jogo Need for Speed Payback parece que tá animal, velho. Vai ter um novo modo história agora.
Se tivesse em Las Vegas, olha, gente, todo mundo no chat colocando os
Eu tava
desenhos.
verificando aqui a questão do áudio.
Pronto, o áudio tá um pouquinho baixo ainda, lembra?
Yeah, we're absolutely very excited to show you the base round of the game. Payback for the highway highs that shows that intense action driving experience. Let's turn around.
Vamos ver. Cara, esse jogo Need for Speed Payback parece que tá animal, velho. Vai ter um novo modo história agora.
Good job, team. Let's take this baby home.
Let's see what she can do.
É, tá difícil de fazer a livezinha hoje aí, galera. Tá dando vários probleminhas bestas aqui. É o meu microfone que me multa sozinho, é a perda de áudio repentina.
I can assure you that plays as well as it looks. Last year at EA Play, we unveiled EA Originals. The program was something we created
Vou
to
botar esse
support
chat
small
aqui, porque
independent
esse chat
studios,
hoje tá...
to help bring experiences that are unique, gorgeous,
Vou ver aqui meu
innovative and
dispositivo de
memorable to the
reprodução
world.
padrão.
We are partnering with game creators through the process.
Mutou mais uma vez o meu mic. É, eu não sei, velho. Realmente...
One that I've been very close to from the beginning. This game tells a story in an entirely new way. Now, a few years ago, I played the indie hit, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, with my oldest daughter. I loved how different the game felt. The mechanics and storytelling were really cool, and we both loved the emotional story. So I decided to contact the game's creator, Joseph Fares. When we met, we instantly realized we shared the same passion for games and how to bring new experiences to players. I also found out that he was building a new studio called Hazelight. Now, we're thrilled to be working with Joseph to bring his new project to all of you. What started out as a wild idea on paper has now turned into a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind game called A Way Out. Take a look.
What's your plan?
Stay the hell away from me, okay?
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Yeah? Not my problem.
We need a light.
Screw it, I'll go first.
Oh, crap! You okay? Go, 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 Do you have a problem with me?
I got a problem with you.
I love you, buddy.
Vincent, what are you doing here?
She's my daughter, too.
See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo!
galera, beleza. Vamos ver se agora eu consigo tocar o barco. Difícil pra caramba.
Hey, my name is Joseph Vares.
Tentar fazer um negócio bacana, mas chega na hora começa a dar problema em tudo e você não sabe o que fazer. É normal, normal. O importante é não desistir. Parece que é uma nova IP da EA que tá chegando aí, um jogo de aventura, jogo de ação. É uma das novidades aí que a gente não estava esperando, hein? Eu acredito que a grande maioria não estava esperando um joguinho novo na E3 agora não.
From EA to deliver the game we truly believe in. And that is very important for his life, let me tell you that. So, the idea for A Way Out came to me with me and a friend trying to find a co-op game that wasn't just
Eu tô dando uma assistida na live aqui só pra ver como é que tá. Aí galera, beleza, vamos ver se agora eu consigo tocar o barco. Difícil pra caramba.
Hey, my name is Joseph Vares.
Tentar fazer um negócio bacana, mas chega na hora começa a dar problema em tudo e você... Bom, tá beleza, tá funcionando, tranquilo. Vou dar uma aumentada aqui no meu mic. Espero que a voz esteja saindo legal aí pra vocês. Jogo novo, A Way Out, é um jogo aí na pegada tipo Máfia das Antigas, né? Máfia das Antigonas que tinha uma cara assim de Cuba, né? Jogo meio cubano, estilo cubano.
There's gonna be exploration, driving, action. So you won't get tired of this game, I'm telling you. So, but let me tell you this. After you finish playing A Way Out, I will tell you, you will play a co-op game like never before.
Olha, ele tá falando aí que jogar o A Way Out em modo co-op vai ser algo nunca visto como antes. Ele tá falando aí que ele respira, ele viveu esse jogo, então... It's going to show you just a small part of the game, but still you're going to get blown away. And I also want to say that I'm so proud and happy to be part of this industry. It's crazy how fun it is to be here and do these games. It's so much fun. Cara tá bem empolgado aí sobre o jogo, né?
I want to say hello to my Hazelight team watching live from Sweden. Thank you. Goodbye. Hop shaky. Boom. Come on.
Vamos ver aí como que é agora a gameplay do jogo. Modo co-op.
Which means you have to play the game with a friend, either online or on your couch. The game
starts in a prison. Cara, o jogo não tá assim tão bonito não, viu?
You and a friend will get to know your characters and
não tá
unfold their story together.
Muito bonito não, é uma coisa assim que se fala, nossa. Graficamente falando, o jogo não tá tão lindo não. Mas vamos ver, né?
Let me show you some of the scenarios in the game. On the right side, you see Leo, who's already in prison. On the left, you see Vincent, who just arrived. Now if you look to the right again, you can see that Leo can be controlled, while Vincent is in a cutscene.
Aí tá mostrando aí como que é o processo.
Vincent and Leo are now in the
Os personagens estão na cadeia. Modo cooperativo.
You can approach the scenario in different ways. Either get to
Agora não dá pra entender se os dois estão presos ou se é um só. Eu não tive ainda essa sensação. Eu acho que são os dois. Os dois players estão presos.
Get over here, you idiot! Yeah, but I think those two guys are just about to fight. What the? What? Who's him?
In A Way Out, you will experience something new all the time. Everything you do in the game is unique for that scene. We want you and your friend to be focused and engaged throughout the entire story. But let me tell you, this is just the beginning of what you will be experiencing in A Way Out.
Get him! Run, run, run! Relax, man, I got this.
I know, me again. Thank you, Joseph. That game is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Now let's switch gears for just a minute. It's great to be here showing you the games you'll play this year. But at the same time, we are inspired to look farther ahead. Creative ideas combined with new technologies become an unstoppable force. We have teams today taking technologies that are changing the world and using them to change the way we play. These are the futurists, the incubators, our talented artists, designers, and engineers within our studios, our Frostbite team, our digital platform team, and a new research division called Seed. What motivates me every day is the responsibility we have to push our industry forward. That's one reason we created this new division. Seed is a small, stealthy team that I work with on a daily basis, exploring some of our most visionary concepts, like deep learning or neural networks, creating a world for you to define, to interact with, and share as you wish, or virtual humans with deeply sophisticated artificial intelligence. So instead of one main character shared by millions, we can have millions of main characters shaped by you. That's just the beginning of how we can blur reality and the digital world. Go anywhere, share your discoveries, be anyone. The games become yours. Now, what we know today is that interactive entertainment will change more in the next 5 years than it has in the last 45. Together, we are building that future. One that disrupts, empowers, and is full of play. And to do that, we also need innovative new platform technology. So when we were thrilled when we got our first project Scorpio dev kits from Microsoft, 6 teraflops and true 4K graphical fidelity. Now these Madden NFL 18 visuals are just a taste of what can be accomplished combining Frostbite with Project Scorpio. And already we are creating the most detailed, high-resolution environments you've ever seen on a console. Madden looks absolutely stunning, but as game makers, awesome graphics and effects are just the beginning. The game has to feel amazing as well. Project Scorpio is a powerful platform, and it's coming at the right time. Now, I have one more thing before I go. New IP is one of the purest forms of innovation in our industry. A brand new idea combined with the latest tech and a vision for something extraordinary. The next game will push every boundary for you. It is vast, dangerous, beautiful, and unexpected. So this is just the first tease that we're showing you today. Then we will have so much more in the Microsoft press conference tomorrow, so don't miss that. But for now, here's the first glimpse of our brand new IP from BioWare.
The wall. It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond. But out there, you either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them. The story doesn't end here. It's just the beginning.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean O'Brien, and I'm here today to share the latest about NBA Live 18 with you. But instead of talking about it, I'd like to show you. We've spent the last 2 years completely overhauling virtually every aspect of gameplay. Now we're going to go outside to a hands-on station out in FanFest so you can check out some of those improvements. And then we're going to come back in here and give you more details about how NBA Live 18 introduces an entirely new way to play a basketball game. We call it the One. Gibbs, Connor, over to you.
Thank you, Sean. You look fantastic every single time I see you. We are here out at FanFest EA Play. I want to see everyone on social. Use that hashtag EA Play. Tell me what games you're excited to see. I am telling you right now, I am excited to see a first look at NBA Live 18, and no one better in the business than my guy right here, creative director Connor Dugan. Connor, let's take first look, NBA Live 18.
Yeah, what's up? I mean, I'm super excited that people finally get their hands on NBA Live. We're going to take a look at a replay we just got. Q and I were playing. I'm controlling LeBron. Q's controlling KD. Let's take a look.
Get all these angles in here. I want to see the sweat.
All right, so what we're looking at here is I'm using my right stick dribble control, and I'm performing any combination of moves I want. So I can go behind the back, between the legs, and now I'm trying to attack the basket. But KD, or Q, cuts me off with a flick of his left stick, and then I try to go back at him again. This time I'm going to go middle, but Q's late. He doesn't hit his left stick. He misses a timing window, and now I have an open lane to the hoop. So we see Zaza coming over.
Tell me he finishes strong.
He does.
Tell me he finishes strong.
I use my right stick to finish with the left hand, as you can see here, right over top of Zaza, finish in the lane. And then there we have it. LeBron's looking like LeBron. Nice tight shot.
Classic LeBron, baby. That's what it's all about right there. I appreciate this first look at NBA Live 18. Sean, back to you.
Thanks, fellas. Thank you. We're excited for all of you to get your hands on NBA Live 18. And everyone will have an opportunity to do so through a free demo coming in August. Now, this demo will give everyone the chance to start the one and be introduced to this new basketball world. Jumpstart your own legacy through solo, co-op, and multiplayer experiences and carry all of your progress over to the full game. Now, let's take a look at the one.
NBA Live 18 is an all-new way to pursue your legacy. Centered on you, your journey is defined by the choices you make. Welcome to The One. The One unleashes the freedom to play how and with whom you want. Here, the respect you earn on the streets matters just as much as the rings you earn in the league. Rise through the ranks in the league, an authentic NBA experience where you dominate the hardwood on your way to winning championships. But the new NBA Live goes beyond the league, taking you into the streets, where the rules and how you earn respect are different. Team up with friends to take down NBA legends at historic courts like Venice Beach. Throughout your journey, your on-court performance leads to increased skills and new gear, as your hype builds in both the streets and the league, from Venice to Rucker Park and everywhere in between. Join the community with 5-on-5 pickup games at iconic, real-world courts. Hit the Drew League and continue to build your legacy in the Pro-Am Tour. Earn the right to go head-to-head with the very best and show off your signature style. From East Coast to West Coast, from the streets to the league, everything you do matters. Your legacy is defined by you and how you choose to play. This is your world. It's time for you to be the one.
Para variar, o meu microfone estava mutado. Meu microfone ele muta sozinho pelo XSplit. Isso é bastante frustrante, porque quando eu penso que eu estou falando e está sendo transmitido, tá tudo mutado. Mas serve como experiência. Como eu falei para vocês, é a primeira transição que eu estou fazendo no canal. Então eu já sei aí o que eu tenho que estar corrigindo para melhorar. NBA Live 2018. Bom, até agora nós temos a apresentação do FIFA, do Madden, da nova franquia e da EA. Temos também um pouco de Need for Speed Payback. Agora estamos aí com NBA Live 2K18. Tá faltando mostrar Star Wars, né? Que é o shooter da EA, e já mostrou também os novos conteúdos que estarão vindo para o Battlefield.
We partner with 3 outstanding charities: the United Nations He for She and anti-bullying organizations, the Pacer Center and Ditch the Label. No? Okay. We donated $1 million to these three great organizations in support
O
of
pessoal ali que
building
tem
a
o
more
privilégio,
inclusive
né, de
world.
estar
And here's where play comes in. All of
conferindo
you,
a
our
E3 ali
millions
ao
of
vivo, a
players out there
plateia, né?
joined us in support of inclusion. You came out in play in 9 in-game challenges. And by coming together, we are showing the world what a positive force that games can be. And to thank you for that, we're opening ways for you to play a bunch of great games for free. Starting today for the rest of the week, Origin Access, as well as the Vaultlin EA Access, are free. For PlayStation 4 players, we'll also have a bunch of free trials running all week. We're talking FIFA, Madden, PvZ Garden Warfare 2, Star Wars Battlefront,
Tem um
and much
UFC
more.
ali, será que vai
So
rolar
jump
um
in,
UFC 3?
bring your friends,
Será que vai
have
vir
fun
alguma
with some
coisa aí
great
de
games this
zombies?
week while you're getting ready and excited for what's to come. Now, without further ado, we bring you Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Aê, finalmente conteúdo sobre Star Wars Battlefront 2. Ó o Joey Boyega. Cara, é óbvio que todo mundo queria um modo offline com história. Star Wars só pecou porque não tem o modo história, velho. E esse daí vai ser fantástico, porque vai ter o modo história do jogo. Cara, e Star Wars é Star Wars, velho. Todo mundo sabe, é jogão. Os troopers entrando. Caraca, velho, quem é aquele cara ali que eu não sei nem quem é? Olha o Império entrando no palco da EA. Nossa, quem que é essa?
Hello. I'm Janina Gavankar.
Janina
and
Gavankar.
I play Commander Iden Versio, leader of the Inferno Squad in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Ela é a líder do Esquadrão Inferno. Mano, a menina não dá um sorriso.
I'm also an advocate for in-depth cinema caliber story in games. That tweet from John Boyega was like the tweet heard around the world. It spoke for all of us. When can we play a Star Wars story? We don't want to just relive the movies.
Todo mundo quer jogar, velho. Star Wars é um jogo que tem que ter conteúdo de modo história. Não existe. A EA, quando deu um tiro no pé quando lançou Star Wars sem o modo história.
While also introducing new ones.
São novos personagens. Eu joguei bastante, galera, o Star Wars Battlefront 1, modo multiplayer lá. Joguei bastante. Só que o jogo, a EA, como sempre, força todos os proprietários dos seus jogos a comprar suas DLCs, né? E é bem acessível, né? O valor das DLCs da EA. Então, eu acabei deixando de lado o jogo e passei pra frente.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is much bigger than the previous title.
Cara, tem o Darth
with more
Maul.
than 3 times the content
Mano,
of the
esse jogo vai ser demais, velho. Tomara que mostre alguma coisa aí.
Now, I'm all about that couch co-op, and they're bringing it back with the return of Skirmish, so I'm going to be cuddling up with someone playing me some Battlefront 2. In multiplayer, there are more heroes, more vehicles, more planets.
Mais personagens.
More space battles and starfighter assault
muita
and
batalha
deeper progression
espacial.
and customization as well as
O
content
processo de
from
customização
across all
dos personagens, que isso aí é bacana pra caramba.
As we know, Star Wars is not just some checklist of great features. How does Battlefront 2 play? The team at DICE in Stockholm has some of the most talented multiplayer designers in the world. And they've been working with the EA Game Changers to make sure Star Wars Battlefront 2 has the multiplayer we're all looking for. These game changers, they basically get like tapped on the shoulder because they're the best Battlefront players in the world, and then they get secretly flown out to Stockholm. As long as they provide valuable feedback, they get an early look at the game. Sounds like an awesome program, and if I didn't
Se você encontrar algum bug no seu jogo, a culpa é desses caras aí que ganham muito para poder testar os jogos e eles virem com bug ainda pra gente. Vamos lá, agora vamos acompanhar aí.
After the release of Star Wars Battlefront 1, the community thought there should have been more. And the good news is this, the developers have been listening.
I'm really excited to let the game changers get their hands on the game.
This is going to stay, right? Sorry? The clean UI look is going to stay?
There's still time to change something if it's not working.
Oh my God. My first impression with the game is upgraded. All 3 eras are going to be in the game.
No, Girls Boss coming at me! Oh, okay, Battle Squads!
We've got a whole bunch of new features. One of the biggest ones that a lot of fans are excited about is the class system.
They split the characters up into
Tá
different classes.
mostrando aí bastante sobre os personagens, né? Como que é agora o esquema de montar esquadrão e tudo. As batalhas multiplayer aí. Eu não cheguei a jogar pra PC. Olha só, velho, tá muito bonito, hein?
The gunplay and the weapons have completely been redone compared to the first Battlefront. Now there is a lengthened skill gap in it.
It feels a lot better and go, oh, okay, this gun feels kind of more real, less floaty.
Which is your favorite hero so far? We're introducing a system called Battle Points, which will allow you to become not only heroes, but other things on the battlefield.
As you're helping your team play the objective, you gain these points.
There's such a plethora of things to spend it on, vehicles,
or even coming in as a hero.
And the coolest thing, I think, is a level of customization, not just from a weapon standpoint, but the actual character's own abilities.
Tá falando sobre o processo de customização. Cara, essas telas de floresta eu fico encantado, velho, na moral. Telas com floresta é demais.
I mean, to know that you're giving key feedback to make it a better experience for everybody, it's like putting your footprint out there and saying, look, I'm part of this.
Is everyone in position?
Yeah. Ready.
Everyone ready?
So I'm going to participate in making the trailer.
It's a whole different level of fantasy. É youtuber, né, esse cara aí.
So 3, 2, 1.
And now, on behalf of the EA Game Changers and DICE, this is the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer gameplay.
Aí, agora vai mostrar o gameplay o multiplayer de Star Wars. E eu acho que esse gameplay ele vai estar rolando ali ao vivo, naquela cúpulazinha ali, né? Olha isso, velho. Olha essa cidade. Que louco. Ah, isso é... Isso é jogão, velho. Jogão, na moral. Isso aí é certeza que tem no canal. Olha só essa invasão de cidade, velho. Cara, olha o grau de realidade dessas árvores, velho. Montaria. Nossa, tá lindo. Esse jogo já é bonito sozinho. O primeiro já foi fantástico. É muito bonita a ambientação do jogo. Esse aqui tá se mostrando... Velho, esse esquema de guerra com natureza, esse bagulho torna um jogo muito lindo, velho. Olha os jetpacks. Olha o Chewie. Chewie, vamos pra casa. Olha o Yoda aí, ó. Olha o Yoda, a batalha com Darth Maul. A nova Jedi com o Kylo Ren. Agora as batalhas intergalácticas, né? Velho, vai ser muito louco dirigir essas naves aí em batalhas. Muito foda.
Your next assignments, they are unusual.
I'm trying!
Ó, já chega logo no PlayStation 4.
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey. I watched that thing like 20
falou aí que é o Kylo Ren, Yoda, Luke e a porra toda. Sorriu agora, né?
Okay. So we have even more exciting things for you. In just a moment, YouTube personality iJustine, shoutcaster Alex Goldenboy Mendez, and DICE developer Paul Kesslin will showcase Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer. Yep. We've got 39 game changers ready to go, head-to-head in a 20 versus 20 match, Battle on Theed, and I'm going to take the 40th slot. We'll see. Okay, but you're not going to want to miss this because, like, maybe you've seen some teasers, but this is the real thing, okay? All the bells and whistles, all the newness. But before we take you there, another big Star Wars Battlefront fan has some exciting
Vai ser jogo bastante grande.
Hi guys, it's John Boyega here. Thought I wasn't going to turn up. Yes, I was. But I'm sorry I can't be there with you because I'm doing a play in London. But I do have some great news. Obviously, you know I'm a massive fan of Star Wars Battlefront 1. And now we're going into the next chapter with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I'm very, very excited to share this news with you. We've seen Yoda.
Todo mundo tá falando a mesma coisa, né? Todo mundo tá bastante empolgado.
Where's Finn?
Com
Finn will definitely be a part
o novo Star Wars Battlefront, processo de criação, desenvolvimento e tudo mais. Já volto, galera.
And there's more. On top of that, we also get to play on the new planet Crate that you saw on the Last Jedi teaser trailer in April. So this is going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be playing. If you see Finn running around whooping some ass, it's me. So I'm getting ready, getting set for you guys to play with me on Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I'm excited. Let's play.
Okay, but did you listen? Finn and Phasma are headed to Star Wars Battlefront 2 this holiday, and it will be free. Yes. The team at DICE heard our feedback loud and clear on the previous Battlefront and are committed to keeping this community together with themed seasons of content post-launch for all players at no additional charge. So, the first season, inspired by Star Wars The Last Jedi, is only the beginning of the additional content coming to this game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free for everyone who owns Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yes. And yesterday, EA announced that players who pre-order will get early access to multiplayer beta and Yoda's epic lightsaber mastery star card. So, let us recap. New essential Star Wars story. Multiplayer across all 3 Star Wars eras. Space battles. Split screen co-op.
Bom, galera, espero que tenha dado uma melhorada aí na iluminação.
Playing together for years to come. Yes, right? Yes. Yes. I am so honored to be just a tiny little part of this team making this amazing game. I can't believe they let me do this today. And I can't wait to play the game in its entirety in November. And I get to start right now. So I'm going to go pick up my controller and I'm going to throw it over to iJustine and Golden Boy and
Cara,
Paul.
será que não vai ter nada tipo de gameplay ali local, velho,
the
pra
world
gente
premiere
acompanhar?
of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer.
Aí, eu acho que vai ter sim. Vai ter, tem até showcasters ali. Vai rolar batalha com youtubers ali. Bacana. Espero que esteja melhor a qualidade do áudio, da câmera. Olha lá. Eles vão jogar um modo Conquest. Velho, era isso que eu tava esperando.
First of all,
Era
what we're
tudo
going
que
to
eu tava
see today
querendo
is
pra
a
poder...
3-stage mode. It's our new gameplay. We'll be showing people
Tô
going.
bastante
The droids
empolgado.
are attacking
Bastante empolgado.
feet.
Star
They'll be
Wars
going
é
all the way up
muito
the main pathway towards the Royal Palace. They
Ela
need
tá
to
mostrando
escort
pouco
the
da
MTT
tela.
tank. From there, if we progress
O
to
mapa
stage
aí é
2,
Naboo,
the droids need to try to bypass security, make their way into the palace itself. If they're successful, they'll be able to take on the throne room.
Cara, vai
There,
ser
the
na
droids,
cidade.
will ideally try to capture that from the clone army. Unfortunately, the clone army's still there, needs to try to push him out and make that last stand.
Can we just take a moment here and appreciate the fact that we get to be droids in Star Wars? This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Are you guys excited?
É óbvio que todo mundo tá
You guys got to come alive over here
empolgado.
because we're going to see some great gameplay. We have some great game changers who are going to be
Olha
competing
o
here. And I
tamanho
use
da nave,
competing
velho,
as
que
a
tá
term
chegando.
because these guys are holding nothing back just yet.
Yeah, no, it's been super
Essas
exciting. We
naves
got a
aí,
chance to play
essas naves,
yesterday, and
elas
it's just
trazem
really
todas
fun
as
to sort of
tropas,
get
né?
into this
São aquelas que
environment.
trazem os
It's something that we've
robozinhos.
seen in the movies, but we were actually in the gameplay and with somebody here who has actually worked on the game.
Aí já
So
tá
let's talk
todo
more
mundo
about what we're
conectado.
seeing here and getting into this, because there's 3 phases to this. So currently, we're in phase 1.
That's right. And
Ó,
also we have some
pré-alpha
great
ali,
game
né?
changers. You saw one of
Estamos
them
aí
pop
com
up just a
imagens
little
do
while.
pré-alpha.
VF updates, Pull Shark,
Ah,
Moose Elk.
eu
We
não
also
sei
have
se
my
vai
boy
rolar.
Darkness, aka
Opa!
Dankness,
Ali do outro lado tá falando agora sobre NBA. Provavelmente trocaram a tela ali. Não era pra ter entrado aquilo ali agora.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, folks. Now this is awesome because essentially phase 1 you get to escort an MPT down the street of
Olha aí, o
here,
cara já
and
chegando por
the
trás
pressure
ali,
is
descendo
on
sarrafo
for
em
the
todo
clones
mundo.
to
Esse é o modo Conquest
They do.
do
Definitely.
Star Wars
The
Battlefront
droids
2.
are sitting there trying to
Olha
escort
só,
that MPT
velho.
up the main pathway. If they're
Cara, que
successful,
arminha
we
boa,
go
hein?
on to that
Ó,
phase 2. But right now we're seeing some
só
specialist
headshot,
gameplay
velho.
from I think Battlefront updates.
Yeah, let's actually talk
Tá
about
fazendo
the
a contenção ali. Agora tá mostrando ali o lado dos Supers. Será que vai levar? Levou, acabou levando ali.
Specialist, kind of your sniper, right? But the heavy class, what do they do here?
So the heavy class is great. They got a bit more health.
Aquela arma ali, olha aí, o modo já com... Olha isso, velho, olha isso, esse mapa, essa cidade,
One of our
cara.
vulture droids right now. Not sure who's flying this guy, but these guys are great at air-to-air, trying to take out those other ships that might be coming in, that Naboo N1 Starfighter.
Eu confesso pra vocês que no Battlefront eu nunca joguei com nenhum veículo aéreo, porque... Oh! Deu uma cacetadinha ali na torre. Eu não curto muito veículos, eu sou mais pra rushar mesmo, pra cima.
So another thing that those air vehicles are great at is trying to take out some of the ground vehicles that you
É
may
o modo
see.
de estilo, é o
The
modo
droid
de
army
jogo,
has the
estilo de
AAT
jogo que eu
tank,
mais
something
me
that's really
adapto.
great at troop suppression. But we see here a little clip of the V-wing doing that. Oh,
Mas,
man,
velho,
he's
tá
just blowing
muito
some
bonito por
droids
ser um
down.
pré-alpha, hein?
Yeah, just absolutely shredding. You're going to see this happen quite a bit, especially
Isso
in
num
this phase,
PC top
because there's a lot of open field here, right?
é de expurgar os olhos.
Great bombing runs, really, and eliminate as many
Pelo que dá pra perceber, o mapa é bastante grande, você tem bastante liberdade pra poder estar voando, né? No modo Conquest, esse aí, por exemplo, você tem que levar a nave, o veículo até o outro lado do mapa. A galera tá defendendo ali, ó.
He is probably taking out those clone troopers, but this
Eles
droid,
podiam
this
colocar,
vulture is really
modo terrestre.
stepping it up.
What I love about
Ó,
this
o
is everyone's
trooper aí
like,
de
oh, look at this great open
metralhadorinha.
map, and then when you start phase 2, it's like everything starts coming
Mudou
in
bastante a
and way
interface
closer
do
together.
jogo, hein?
And we were
Eu
talking a little
acredito
bit
que
more
eles
about
não
the
estão
assault class. So for somebody
jogando...
who has just started playing this, never played any previous versions, do you feel like the assault class might be something perfect for them to pick up?
I think the assault class is yes, absolutely. It's something that
Aí, ó, eles
that's
não
painful.
estavam jogando
The
só
assault class is something
a
that
parte
a
assim
lot of
de
players will be able to
invasão,
jump
né?
right
Os caras
into.
que
They're
trabalham
your
mais na
frontline flanker
contenção do
attacker.
time,
I
né?
think they're going to be fairly easy. You can get right in and just start having, you know, your typical running
Olha lá, dá
gun
pra ver
action.
onde tá o
Their signature
veículo,
ability, you
da,
see here
a
at the top
tropa
of the
do
screen, your
veículo,
number
né?
2
Jogou uma
ability.
granada
That
lá pra
switches you
tentar
over to a shotgun,
levar o
get a
frag.
little bit faster, and you're able to really get in there and kind of, you know, break through
Cara, o
those
modo
front lines.
Conquest não é o meu preferido. Eu prefiro mais um Capture the Flag, um Domination, do que esse modo aí. Ó, o Typical Gamer.
Shredded everyone. It was so fun to play with here. We're also seeing some great dogfighting here between the clones and the separatists. This is certainly what a lot of folks love in Star Wars and just really in any game that DICE makes, right? They just always do a good job with the air combat. He's really trying to track him down.
O cara manja de dirigir. A primeira curva que o cara faz ali, eu já tinha perdido tudo.
He's playing the assault class again, and you saw here he has the signature thermal detonator that he'll be able to kind of
Mapa bastante grande, né? Um mapa muito grande, porém mais compacto. Ele é grande e ao mesmo tempo é compacto, né? Porque você tem bastante espaço para se movimentar, mas no mapa em si, mas você não tem como se esconder, você tem como se esconder mais, ficar mais protegido. Então é um mapa que você tem bastante cover e tem muito espaço para estar correndo. Ele é mais compacto no sentido assim que você fica muito próximo do perigo, então acaba... Nossa, olha essa granada. Meu Deus.
I don't know, is he trying to flank the tank? That's not smart.
I don't know, man. Maybe he will.
Maybe you saw a little combat roll there. Got to give you some escape
Agora
options
os
in case
caras
you get
estão
some
praticamente
dominando
a montaria.
Some ATRTs, yes. So these are great for taking out those ATs. So these guys are a little quick. They have an ion charge ability.
Muito louco a movimentação, velho. Que isso? Ele é bastante apelativo, né? Muito forte, tem uma torreta ali nele. Nossa, velho.
What can you do with this?
You can run someone over if you
want.
I was actually going to say, could I get shot off of it if I'm on top of it because my body's exposed? That question was answered, you know, instantly.
Almost immediately.
Yeah, almost immediately. Oh man. So, Mr. Musel here, you know, look for this guy to be on a tear a little bit later as well. And also, I did want to highlight, we had an officer, as a matter of fact, right in front of Star Wars.
We did, one of my favorite classes.
What is it
Não
about
sei
the
se a galera
officer
tá
that makes it so
conseguindo
unique?
My Twitch skills aren't what they used to
defender.
be. I'm a bit slower
Aparentemente
nowadays,
não.
But I'm able to
Troopers estão
really
tendo
buff
que
up my
avançar
class, buff
bastante.
up my teammates, try to let them get some extra health, let them push through the points faster.
Nossa, veículo destruído.
Finally some good dogfighting going in there.
Okay,
So
all right. And one starfighter.
What's great about some of these starfighters is these are accessed through our new battle point system. So instead of finding a pickup token on the map like we used to in the last game, you're now able to, depending on how well you do, whether you're
louco,
scoring
deu
points via
rasante ali
kills,
no meio da
via,
cidade
team
ali,
assists,
quase
you're playing the
pegando todo
objective
mundo.
like we really want players to do. You're earning points continuously that will
Os
allow you to spend those
separatistas.
on whether it be a special character, whether it be a vehicle,
É legal que
or
esses
even a hero.
robozinhos eles se locomovem bem rápido, né?
All those things, definitely.
And also something to look out for too.
Eles
When we get into
são
phase 2, that's when battle points are really
de
going
alta
to play a role
mobilidade.
there,
I
right?
mean, right now, definitely you see a lot more. It's an
Olha lá,
open
pegando por
space. You have
debaixo da
tons of
nave.
air combat and some vehicle gameplay. But once we
Amor,
get
quanto
inside,
café
it's
com
gonna
as
be a
traz
different
um pouquinho?
That's right. Things are definitely getting heat up. And what is this happening, right? This is a lock
getting
on, just
locked
trying
on.
to shake him out.
Yep.
Yeah, they better enjoy their air combat here, because that's not going to be happening for much longer.
Oh, Massive G is just
Olha lá, o Massive
destroying
G.
him. Oh, no! He got
Nossa, levou teco só, velho.
I mean, he's doing what he needed to do, support his team, right? It's that combined arms fire. You want to make sure that somebody's trying to cover you from the air.
Oh boy. So, and you can see after every respawn as well, you get those.
How many points you're earning?
Right? So
That's
you
right.
can use those later on. Got some specialist gameplay here as well. Maybe
Lembrando que segunda-feira às 10 da noite eu vou estar com um convidado aí, um amigo meu, o Sr. Caselato. Nós vamos estar falando sobre a transmissão da Sony, cobrindo a transmissão da Sony, que eu acho que é uma das mais aguardadas, né, galera? Pelo menos pra mim, que sou praticamente sonista. Eu não sou nem sonista nem caixista, né, mas eu amo videogame, eu já tive as duas plataformas, hoje eu optei por ter PlayStation, porque a maioria dos meus amigos migraram de plataforma também, então eu acabei abrindo mão do meu Xbox e não tive interesse em ter um Xbox One. Não sei se eu vou conseguir cobrir a live stream da Microsoft. Vou tentar, não sei, tá? Tudo depende aí de como estiver as condições aqui em casa. Hoje está bastante favorável, por isso que eu estou trazendo aqui a transmissão da E3 para vocês. Espero que vocês estejam curtindo. Quem não for inscrito no canal, se inscreva, deixe seu like aí na live. Vai rolar mais live streams aí no canal agora. Provavelmente eu vou estar fazendo live stream aí de League of Legends, de CSGO, então se você curte esses jogos, já se inscreve aí no canal. Para estar conferindo o conteúdo, ative o sininho, não se esqueça que é muito importante ativar o sininho para estar recebendo as notificações do canal. Aparentemente o time aí das tropas estão conseguindo fazer com que a nave avance, né? É muito difícil realmente de defender, cara, não é fácil não. São os clones mesmo, eu tava com receio de falar aí, mas como se fosse ali a Guerra dos Clones. Ah, chegou. Agora a nave já chega debulhando tudo, demole ali. Agora vamos para a fase 2. Os separatistas vão tentar parar da segurança. Os clones defendem agora a área. Fazendo ali a contenção, sala defensiva, fazendo um reconhecimento de área. Já está ali na espreita para ver se não originou nada aéreo. Oh, chegou ali o Darth Maul, um lightsaber dele.
Darth Maul will excel in phase 2 and phase 3 as you're inside. I mean, he's a great mobile attacker.
Amor, você nunca espirrou desse jeito, tá?
Oh, exactly. Absolutely. I mean, some of his abilities you can see here, he's got that spin attack. He's able to just rush in and out of combat and just take guys out in the process.
It was funny, I was talking to Musa earlier and he was using Darth Maul and he was saying how there's Boba Fett as well.
As tropas estão chegando
how he wishes Darth Maul could reflect. I was like, if he
para tentar defender ali ainda o
he's way too strong. Oh, there's Boba.
That was a good flank by Boba Fett and Maul. Just
Aí o
shredded the
Boba
Clone Army,
Fett, Boba Fett já chegou também no cenário. Agora
Boba
parece
Fett
que a
is definitely
batalha é
a
mais
hunter killer,
corporal
so
aí.
if the Clone Army is able to get some of their heroes in play, like this is where Boba Fett will really shine. Is with that jetpack of his, he's able to kind of float above the battlefield, fire off some rockets, and really just take out an individual target.
And so what difference does he have from the last game?
From the last game, we've given him a bit new tricks. He's got a new concussion rocket that will really disorient players completely. He also has this rocket barrage. Instead of just one rocket, he's able to really just lay down some suppressive fire.
Nice. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we saw the B2, here we go, but on the
Galera
side,
praticamente
you know,
se
there
trancou
are
dentro ali do
specialist
que parece que é uma sala,
characters
né,
that you
meu?
can pick up as well. We haven't seen much of it yet, but that would be the clone jump trooper.
That's right.
Very different from the standard like assault class or heavy class. It has the jump jets that you love from Battlefront, the original.
That's right.
Brought back here, but now focused on the central class.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're back to Boba Fett here with the
Look
his
at
rocket
that.
jumps there.
He's shredding.
Able to just lay down so much firepower. It's intense.
Oh,
they got him
goes
though.
Down. Jesse was able to find him on that one, but
Yep.
here comes some officer gameplay here.
Oh, good. Finally, somebody playing some support.
Support people matter too.
They
you
do.
know,
They
you got to
do.
give him some love.
We're the linchpin of the team, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Now, what is his 2 exactly? His 2 is the healing
His
ability?
2 abilities that, yeah, exactly. It's that healing ability. It gives you a little bit of buff for your
Nesse
over health,
momento aí
but it
parece
also
que o
heals you
pessoal,
back
o
up.
pessoal
So
só tem que
here we got some of
defender
the
mesmo.
jump troopers.
Oh boy, and here we go. It's getting ready for phase 3
Estão
in just a
tentando
little bit. There's a
defender.
jump trooper. We talked about him before. Jump trooper super fun to play, but again, you know, it's
A galera
attached to
tá
a
tentando
specialist
invadir
now,
o saguão
so not
ali.
everyone's
Ah,
going to have an
o
equipment,
Darth Maul
although it
ali
was really
tá
fun in the original battle
tentando
sprite.
invadir, mas
But
eu
I'm
acho
gonna
que
be
não
excited
vai
to
dar
hop the
muito
jump trooper
certo pra ele não, porque
we
é
love
muito
people, a lot
poder
of
de
people love
fogo
the jump
ali, ó.
back. Oh,
now we've got
Agora
Rey.
chegou
Not gonna lie, I'm
a
super excited
Jedi
to play as
também.
her.
She's quite a powerful character.
Don't run.
Here's some of
She
her
got,
abilities.
you know, she got out of that one really,
Don't
really
run.
quickly, but
Oh,
they got her.
the droid fallen by
Acabou
a
morrendo
Sith
não,
droid.
levou bastante
No, but
dano.
Rey
How
has-
does her
Rey has
mind
abilities.
trick affect enemies?
Absolutely. So Rey's mind trick is something
Aguenta
that against
muita
all
porrada,
enemies, they'll be
velho. Ele
confused for
aguenta
a little bit.
muita
Your controls
porrada.
will kind of
Porém não é
work
imortal, né?
against you, making you
Yeah.
a little bit more vulnerable to attack.
Just so you guys know, this is when it gets insane. Because there's so much going on here, and was that a little Han?
We saw a little Han, yeah.
Are we gonna get some Han?
I hope so.
Ah, foi pego
But I
no ar.
mean, you saw it earlier. So
Mesmo
every
assim
time
não deu
you
pra
finish a life, we'll show you
fugir,
how
não
many battle
conseguiu
points you
fugir
have.
não.
And some people have enough points to get
Acabou
those
sendo pego
reinforcements,
no ar.
especially this late in the game. You'll see a lot more of these special classes coming out, a lot more of the heroes coming out. So again, this jump trooper here, you know, with his rocket launcher and his jump pack, trying to be mobile, trying to fly into that last zone and
Cara, aí é só no pré-fire mesmo. Quando
thrive
fica
as well,
assim nessa
because
situação não tem o que fazer não.
laying down
Muito no
fire.
pré-fire. Caraca, meu, segurou ali, ó. Uma metralhadora de laser ali, velho. Fuzilou. Lembrando, galera, que não foi falado qual a plataforma que está rodando o jogo e nós estamos vendo um vídeo da pré-alpha.
It's not looking so good for my boys in the Clone Army.
I'm a Separatist fan, so I'm excited.
I'm just gonna go on whichever team wins.
Oh,
okay.
So I'm not gonna be too picky here.
Okay, you jump and ship. I understand that. You know, no loyalties. Maybe you are Sith after all.
Maybe I am.
Who knows?
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Yeah, so in this third phase though, in
Nesse momento é uma loucura. Você só vê tiro vindo de tudo quanto é lado, você não sabe de onde está vindo, só escuta barulho de tudo quanto é lado. É um Star Wars Battlefront que lembra muito Battlefield, né? O Darth Maul tá só correndo agora pra tentar se defender. Ver que quando ele pega com aquele ataque ali, ele bagaça. Olha lá, a galera acabou perdendo. Esse foi o primeiro multiplayer aí. Não foi falado ainda quando vai sair o jogo, né?
Oh, man.
He was our MVP. Look at that.
Nice stuff.
Musou,
Musou, congratulations.
36
kills he ended up picking up there, man.
My goodness.
Well, guys, that was it. What did
E
you guys
agora você vai
think?
ter mais uma partida em outro mapa, um mapa diferente
Actually,
aí.
I'm lying. It was freaking awesome. I love it. It's so good. It's like, I love the class-based gameplay personally, because again, you can really get your squad, your friends, to get together and say like, hey, I want to run the officer, and we're we're running through some highlights here. Maybe that wasn't the best highlight.
Not the best highlight.
Because although maybe it was the best.
Let's take a look at some of these highlights.
Actually, I think it's just a crash montage. I think that's what we're gonna do at this point. Just all crashing all the time. I'm down with that.
But it was Nusuk. I mean, he's sitting there.
Eu acho que agora é uma outra equipe, né, que tá... Ah, não, é replay. Tá mostrando os melhores momentos aí da... Alguns momentos, né? São os highlights aí da partida que a gente acabou de acompanhar.
So beautiful, especially seeing this part of the Star Wars universe brought to life, the way that you guys really managed to do so. I mean,
olha só essa metralhadora de laser, velho. Isso aí não tem quem consiga passar por ela, velho. Ó. O cara também é bem esperto, né? Tem um cara com uma metralhadora de laser segurando a porta e aí o cara vai tentar ele sozinho entrar e fazer milagre.
Oh man, but that was awesome. And overall, I mean, I have to say, like, I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait to coordinate with my friends, and destroy the clone scum. I can't wait for that. Yeah, exactly. Separatists all day.
Well, guys, that was so awesome. Now, if you guys are in LA, you can come join us at FanFest this weekend. And if you come down on Monday, we've got a chance for you guys to win a trip to Gamescom in Germany this August. All you have to do is come and play, which is, I mean, that's not asking too much. And you have to be the best player of your match, and you guys will be entered to win a trip for 2 to Cologne, Germany, and a full pass to Gamescom. You've been before.
Yeah, I've been there plenty times. It's one of the most ridiculous conventions ever if you happen to go. It's insane. It's massive. So you're if you don't get the trip, you're going to be really sad. But if you do get the trip, you and a buddy, oh, you're going to have a good time. It's a fun time. Hopefully I'll see you there.
Well, if you guys like Star Wars like we do and you guys want to play as your favorite heroes and villains, you guys can download Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes right now on Android or iOS. And you can play as any of the iconic characters.
Star Wars Galáxia dos Heróis já está disponível aí para baixar e jogar. Provavelmente, né, esses joguinhos de Star Wars aí para celular, aqueles que você, no estilo Command & Conquer, que é o que mais tem agora nas App Store, né?
But there's just so much Star Warsy goodness. I can't help it.
I gotta pick it up. I have to play.
Já tá dando sono já essa parte.
Yeah, I started playing in December, so around the holidays, that's pretty much all I did. It was great.
At Christmas, just
all right, sorry, I'm busy. Well, thank you guys so much for
Virou
joining us
só um
here.
bate-papo ali agora, falando sobre o jogo, falando sobre o aplicativo, falando de como foi a primeira batalha. Agora voltamos ali pro stand, onde está sendo feitas as apresentações da EA.
And thank you to the real rock stars of this show, the development teams inside EA. You are truly amazing.
Ele está agradecendo aí o pessoal da equipe de desenvolvimento da EA.
Now we can't wait for more of you to play, and there's more coming. Stay tuned online for a closer look at some of our biggest game. And remember, EA Play is for all of you, our players. Thank you all for joining us. Now, let's play.
Agora eu acho que vai ter um Let's Play aí de Star Wars. Esse provavelmente é o joguinho que é para Android e iOS aí. O áudio entrou um pouco atrasado aí, hein? Entrou bem no final aí o áudio da transmissão.
We're here in Hollywood, California, at EA Play.
Agora
We're here to
estamos
talk to
aí
you today
direto
about
da
Star Wars
Califórnia, na
Galaxy of
EA
Heroes and
Play.
a brand new character we have come to the game we teased last week, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Today I'm joined by Cassandra Gomez, Community Manager for Galaxy of Heroes, also known as
Meu Deus, que é
in
isso,
Community.
velho?
And Daniel McLaren, lead designer on Galaxy of Heroes, also goes by Not Really a Jedi.
It's true, I'm not actually a Jedi, but I am excited to be here.
But enough pleasantly, it's not pleasantries. I want to get into it. I'm excited with just the Empire rework and the Dark Side Rising. We're bringing it to the culmination of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I want to know more about him.
So, before we get into it, I think we have a
Provavelmente eles vão mostrar
guys,
alguma
so
coisa
let's go ahead and
sobre
roll that.
esse jogo aí, a Galáxia dos Heróis, né? Que é a versão mobile, a versão tablet aí. Mestre da Arte da Guerra. É um joguinho aí de turnos, né? Star Wars em turno. Parece que tem um modo missãozinha dele aí, só que você ataca em turnos. Já está disponível para download.
So, there he is. You guys have seen him for the first time here at EA Play. So, Cassandra, what's the community? Are they excited about Thrawn? Like,
Community has been in a Rebel season. They're ready for Empire Dark Side season. And they want to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. What can you tell us? And most importantly, the community wants to know, how can we wreck faces?
And that's awesome because Admiral Thrawn is one of those characters that in the universe, he's incredible. I mean, he's the guy that was unstoppable. He's defeated everybody. He's the only alien allowed in the fleet at this time. So bringing that to design and bringing him in, trying to figure out how we were going to make him, that was the real challenge. So we spent a lot of time figuring out what are the kit design pieces that we need to put together to end up with a guy who was killer in PvP, could do very well in PvE, but ultimately still function as a beast inside raids. So
tell me, how is he a beast in raids? And tell me more about this cleanser. I'm hearing rumors of cleansing.
yeah, so he is the first Empire character that brings a cleanse to Empire allies only. So he has the ability to not only cleanse himself, but a targeted ally as well. But he has something that's super unique that we've never
Eles
done with any
poderiam estar
character
mostrando alguma
before.
coisa a
And that
mais
is that
sobre o
Admiral
jogo, né?
Thrawn
Só estão falando sobre o processo de
a special
criação,
ability to every
desenvolvimento,
Empire-only ally
o que
in
que
your
eles
team.
acham
That ally will now
do,
have the ability to
dos
cleanse their own
times, das
debuffs,
equipes
and in
aí, do
doing so, allow
poder.
themselves to manipulate their own turn meter. Thrawn then manipulates other people's turn meter, and inside raids, that functionality has changed a little bit. So, for example, he might do a speed down or a speed up on somebody and then later apply ability block buff. Total nerd here, but he then, when you take that into a raid, he says, I no longer do that, but I apply a defense down instead, and it's unresistible. So a lot of functionality we've added to him, made him very strategic. One other thing that's super cool is he has the ability to take his own turn meter, completely get rid of it, apply it to somebody else, and at the same time, messing with their protection. So super strategic, super excited. I'm super excited.
He's getting creative out there.
Yeah.
Almost an artist of war.
Yes, totally an artist of war. Yeah, he's incredible.
Can
We're
you
very
tell us
excited.
a bit about the event that's coming up?
So, you will be able to acquire Grand Admiral Thrawn through our traditional legendary event structure. So, you will need to go out, get the Phoenix Squad members, as they are the people that we see in the show with
These
Thrawn.
seasons of content
He's their primary
post-launch
protagonist.
for all players
or I'm
at
sorry,
no
primary
additional
antagonist.
charge.
And
Yeah, I
so,
was about to say, wait.
yeah, he's their friend, best friend ever. So you'll take your Phoenix Squad, you'll go in, you will fight Thrawn, and you will be able to acquire
These seasons of
Thrawn
content
up to a 7-star Thrawn through
post-launch
the
for all
participation in
players
this event.
at no
Yeah,
additional
we're really excited. So, yeah.
all right.
Only
well,
the beginning of
that
the additional
is our,
content coming
actually,
to this game. All
when can
post-launch.
players
I'm
get
super
Yes.
excited. So Thrawn will be available June 15th. In, like I said, traditional
Yes,
legendary
totally
style
an
event.
artist of war.
We're super
Yeah,
excited. So
he's
you got plenty of
incredible.
time.
Can you tell
The
us
game
a
is
bit
set
about
up
the
for you
event
right
that's
now. We've
coming
brought all the Phoenix members into the game. They're completely accessible. So go get them ready to go. Thrawn will be there. Like I said, everybody's really excited.
Cara, agora é só blá 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 mesmo.
Awesome. So next week, you're going to be able to get your hands on Thrawn in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So that concludes our EA Star Wars portion of the show.
Pelo que eu
We're
entendi,
now
ele
going to
tá falando
throw
que já na próxima
to
semana, mas
Need for Speed
tá
Payback.
disponível
I
já o
believe we've
jogo
got
ou
an
não?
awesome trailer. So, all right, thanks everyone.
Aí agora tá dando... vai falar um pouco mais aí de Need for Speed, é isso? Ou eles trocaram acidentalmente aí?
Close to him. I'll take care of the rest.
Tá mostrando um pouco mais aí do modo história do Need for Speed mesmo.
There's something much bigger going on here. Get down! Hey, Matt. You built this all yourself?
An artist can turn any scrap into a supercar. This crew right here, that's the future.
We own these streets, Tyler, and the house always wins.
Well, not tonight it didn't.
Cara, esse jogo parece que vai ser do baralho, Tá com cara de que vai ser muito bom, velho. Vai voltar com aquele processo de customização dos carros, que é o que a galera queria, né? Que é do Need for Speed Underground. E vai voltar com as perseguições da polícia, né? Modo de perseguição. Cara, eu gostei só pelo fato de que eu vi que tinha um Fusca ali. Só de ter um Fusca no jogo, eu já
we're going to be
gostei.
jumping into some stuff. Can you give me a little heads up of what we're going to check out?
Yeah, Need for Speed Payback takes all of the classic elements of Need for Speed that all of our fans love.
Olha lá, ele tá falando que tem todos os elementos gráficos
iconic cars, deep customization, intense racing, epic cop chases, and gorgeous environments. We're taking all of those classic environments and we're putting them through the Hollywood lens and turning Need for Speed Payback into the ultimate action-driving blockbuster.
So, should we just jump straight into
Let's
it?
do it.
All right. So we're going to jump into the Highway Heist. What exactly is this?
Yeah, so this is one of our action blockbuster missions in which we have three characters. We're introducing three characters in Need for Speed. One's Tyler, aspiring street racer. Second is Jess, who's going to be riding shotgun. She's the ultimate professional action hero. And then we've got Matt, he's going to be providing remote reconnaissance. He's a little bit of a joker, a little bit of a showman, providing a little comic relief, right? And so these three characters are going to work together to try to steal back a car that the house stole from them. Right? The house is this evil cartel in the city of Silver Rock, control all the street racing, the control of the casinos, and control the cops. So really, they're stacking the dice against you.
Okay, so that's what we see here with the Koenigsegg being loaded up into the back of the trailer?
That's right. So this is the car, Koenigsegg Regera, with
Cara,
$2 million.
de mostrar o
Right?
game,
It's being loaded in
mano,
the
os
back of
caras
this truck.
estão
That driver is
mostrando
not going to make it easy for
uma
you to try to
televisão,
catch
velho.
up to him. And these guys have devised a plan
Tem
where they're going
imagens
to
do
hijack
jogo
that
com o
truck
cara
and steal this
falando aí, ó.
car in motion in classic action movie
Isso aí
fashion.
provavelmente é um
All
zoom
right,
da
sounds
pagando.
good. I think we can handle that. All right, so I will say I've played this a couple of times already,
Ah lá, agora
so I sort of
sim.
know what to expect, and I
Mas
hopefully
pelo
won't
jeito
crash.
vai
But...
repetir,
So where
né?
are we exactly? Can you explain where we are and
So
the whole landscape?
É isso, mano. Olhando aí de ré. Meu Deus. Podiam ter colocado um cara treinado pra dirigir, não? Olha isso.
Called Silver Rock with tons of different districts that you can explore and race in. Plus we've got the mountains,
O cara
the
só
great,
sabe nitrar o carro, mal
drifting events,
consegue
some hill climbs, we've got
manter o
canyons
carro
and
dentro
a
da
desert.
pista e ainda tá
This is
pensando
a place
nisso.
called
Pra
Ember
quê?
Valley. You look at it, it's sunny, it's
Ó,
hot, makes you
o
thirsty just
jogo
look at
sem
it.
dúvida
It's the
nenhuma é
perfect
muito
setting
bonito.
for an action movie heist like the one you're about to do.
So one of the things that's already really cool is that I can just drive off-road. You're no longer confined completely to the
Acho
road.
que ali tava ensinando como que usar o freio de mão pra você entrar dando drift
So you
já,
can
né?
find your own path. I mean, we've got checkpoints in this mission to lead you straight to that truck. But when you're free roaming, you can go off road. You can explore this world. It's massive, and there's tons to explore and tons to find.
Cool. So what's going on here? There's the truck.
That's the rendezvous point. The crew, they're meeting here. They're waiting for this truck. It's carrying a $2 million Koenigsegg. It's going to whiz past here, and then Tyler and Jess are going to hop into action here. They're going to hop into their
Essa é a nova minazinha, né?
Yeah, classic
É a
Need for Speed
Mia.
ride here.
Como se fosse a Mia do Velozes e Furiosos.
So what's the plan? What are we planning to do?
Yeah, so Tyler's going to take the wheels, going to use his street racing skills to carve his way through dense traffic. He's going to deal with some AI rivals that are going to protect the cargo, but most importantly, he's going to drive and catch that truck so that Jess can get into position to hijack this truck in motion.
All right, sounds good. Let's get going and catch up to this truck.
See what you can do, Nick.
All right, so I've got nitrous. There we go.
You got nitrous, punch it. You're going to try to catch up to these rivals. We got two Dodge Challengers, all blacked out. They're clearly evil. You
Gotta take them out. Yeah, let's go.
The house won't let us anywhere near the truck.
So
We've
we've got health on top. Whoa, that was a quick takedown. That was a
natural
big takedown.
You are a
Colisões
natural
com os
action
carros
movie
estão
hero,
assim
man.
bastante. Eles têm que tirar os caras, né? Ó.
Yeah, so we've got
Agora é pra
these
pegar
cameras that present your
o
biggest, baddest crashes in the game.
caminhão.
All right, so let's see
catch up to the truck. The plan is to catch up to the truck by the tunnel, because in the tunnel, any air surveillance, they're not going to be able to see this hijacking in motion. So you got to take this truck down in the tunnel.
So one thing I think we should talk about really quickly is just the way the game feels. Mm-hmm. Could you mention that a bit?
Yeah, we pride ourselves on having heroic driving physics that are really pick up and play. So anyone can pick up the controller. They're hopping on this Mustang. They're going 150 miles an hour, and they feel like a hero right away.
So we caught up to the truck and things never go to plan.
Yeah, in action movies, yeah, things go sideways. So, you know, the truck driver really doesn't want you to steal that Koenigsegg. So he's brake checked you, the doors are flying open, and you're set back. He's just, he's booking it right now. He's plowed through all these traffic cars, making life tough for you. You got to navigate your way through the scene and catch up to that truck.
He's made an absolute mess of this highway. All right, so I'm pushing.
All right. You can catch him, Nick.
Agora só tá falando mesmo como que é o modo missão do jogo.
Any more nitrous,
Here we go.
Right,
here we have some enforcers. So now, you know,
Tem uma
talking about the
perseguição aí
AI
dos
improvements we made.
carros,
So a lot of the
mostrando como
fans
é
are
que
asking
vai
for tougher
funcionar.
AI.
Essa
So that
missão
when
aí
they catch up to opponents,
provavelmente
they're really
é a
jostling
que
and battling
está
with them. Every
sendo
overtake is
mostrada
earned.
novamente,
So
né?
these
Você tem que
guys
tirar
have
os
ramped
carros,
up their
ou
attitude
você
to
tem que
11.
chegar no caminhão
Right? So when
ali e
you shove
interceptar
them,
o
they're going to
caminhão.
fight back.
E tem
So they're
esses
not going to
dois
make
carros
life easy for
aí
you now.
que tá tentando tirar você da
What's cool is
corrida.
as you learn the world, you find
O
different
mais
things in the
incrível é que
environment that you can use
assim,
against your
o cara que tá
rivals.
jogando
So
na
looking out
feira,
for
pelo amor de
telephone
Deus,
poles,
There you go.
guardrails, traffic cars.
Oh, there's more.
Convenient traffic jam for
ele tá mais interessado em
There you
verificar como que tá a integridade do carro dele, olha aí, uma BMW,
Here we go.
já crashou a BMW fora.
Whoa! You see?
Pretty nasty.
They are tough. Trying to get him into the pole.
Come on, Nick.
So one of the things that's really cool is the best way I've found to take them down is to crash into things in the environment, like using those poles. It's a little hard.
Se livrar dos carros.
Absolutely.
Mais
In any open world game, you're going to find ways that you want to go through the
Cara, a
mission.
modelagem dos
If
carros
you
é fiel,
replay it
né?
over and over again, you're going to find different
Você
ways
falar
to
assim, ó,
take down
tendo a
these forces
licença
each time you play.
para poder produzir
Trying to deal with them. They're
os
tough,
carros, os
man.
caras fazem defeito. Isso aí não tem como negar não.
Trying to use the
You can do
poles.
it. Only 2 left, Nick. The truck is getting away, man. You want that car.
There's no way this truck's
Olha
getting
a
away.
velocidade. Nossa, velho. Olha a velocidade
That was
que
a
os
movie
carros
moment
têm, velho.
if I ever saw one.
All right, let's get rid of this guy.
All right.
É
There
só
we
nos totozinhos, só fazer os caras rodarem.
Again, we play up, you know,
Tirar os
these
caras
action movie moments, right? When you have these big crashes, we're gonna present it to you.
I'm gonna wait up for this guy so I can crash him out.
Oh, he's gonna come charging at you.
Oh
Look out.
no! There we go.
There you
Got him.
Just like you planned it, Nick.
Yeah.
Pra
100%
quem tá
on purpose.
chegando agora na live, aí a
Punch
gente
it.
já
You gotta catch up to
teve
the truck.
anúncio do
Plan A
novo
went sideways, so we're
Made in
gonna go to
NFL
plan B. We gotta
2018,
catch up to
novo
this truck. We
FIFA
gotta hijack it
2018,
before that
NBA
truck
Live
gets to sailings, because there's
2018.
some serious heat
E aí
on
na
you.
parte
So
de
you gotta
shooter já
get
trouxe
to that
aí
truck and get that
o
Koenigsegg.
Here we go.
Battlefield 1, trazendo os novos conteúdos do Battlefield, né? Trazendo os mapas,
Truck driver's gone to oncoming, making your life
veículos,
difficult. You
novas
gotta weave through
armas.
that oncoming
E
traffic.
também a gente acompanhou agora há pouco
Line it up for Jess. Come on.
There we go.
Here's Jess's big
o
moment.
novo Star Wars Battlefront 2, que é o novo carro-chefe aí da EA. E agora estamos acompanhando mais um trecho aí de Need
With
for
3 drivable characters,
Speed
we have
Payback,
interaction
que
missions
é o
of
novo
these
Need for
dynamic
Speed,
vehicle
que tá
switches. So you were
voltando
playing
aí
as
com a
Tyler Street
pegada
Racer.
do Need
Now
for
you're gonna
Speed
jump
Underground,
into
que
the
é a
Koenigsegg and
customização
you
dos
drive as
carros.
Jess.
Switching characters, I like it. And there you go.
Olha isso,
You
velho.
got it.
Carro
You've done this
V8
before. You've stolen a $2 million car before,
A couple
right?
of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now
Now
I
you
gotta
get
get
to steal that sense of
Tinha
speed
que
in this
roubar o carro que estava
awesome
sendo
hypercar.
transportado.
Now you've generated some heat in this mission. So look out here. You've got epic cop cases. When you play the highway heist, when Payback comes out November 10th, you're going to have to use Jess to take out cops, avoid rhinos, avoid spike strips,
Esse jogo
roadblocks,
vai
all
trazer a
the intense
essência dos
cop-based
antigos
action
Need
that
for
you expect
Speed,
from Need for Speed.
que é a
So
customização
what else
dos
can you tell me about the
carros,
story really briefly?
perseguição
So
da
we've structured
polícia.
the game such that you're playing as these 3
Já
characters, they all
estamos
have
aí
their own
com
quest
1
lines, and
hora
it all
e
comes
meia
together,
de transmissão.
them getting revenge
Eu acho que já
against the
deve estar
house.
chegando ao final aí da,
So, should we
da
jump into some
transmissão da
customization
EA
and
3.
see what we can do with some of these
Amanhã
cars in
vai
this
ter
crazy, crazy world?
Microsoft, segunda-feira tem
Yeah, so
Perseguindo
customization, right?
show
Marcus has
e
been talking about it in the
a
live show.
conferência da Sony
It's
às
back.
22 horas.
We're not going to
Eu não
do
lembro
anything
que hora que é a
out
conferência
of the
da
ordinary.
Ubisoft.
Oh, maybe we will. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe we got some cool stuff. So yeah, this is Bryn, the
O
vehicle
diretor de arte aí, Brian
director?
Alban,
Vehicle
do Need
Vehicle
for
art
Speed
director, there we
Payback.
go. So, you know these cars inside and out.
A câmera
Yes,
tá
I've
filmando
lived and breathed them
muito
for the
bem.
last couple of years.
All right, so we're gonna do some
Quadrou
customization. Obviously,
certinho ali.
customization's huge for Need for Speed.
It is.
And it's back.
It's back
And it's
better.
bigger.
It's
Yeah.
bigger and better.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we'll try and boot into the garage, and then we'll see what cars we've got on offer.
Yeah. So just briefly, we should talk about the garage itself.
Yes. Yeah. So the garage, we've got space for 5 cars in our garage, but this time around we have got a virtual warehouse, so that allows us to effectively give you limitless cars. So you can bring them in and out of your garage, and work with the cars that you want to work with.
So you can do just as many as you want.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about some of these cars.
A gameplay está sendo feita com o controle do Xbox, mas eu não sei se está sendo, o jogo está rodando no Xbox ou não.
It's a bit more performance oriented.
Okay, we got some muscle as well.
We've got some muscle cars. So last time around we didn't really hit the money on the muscle cars. So yeah, we've done a bit more.
Ali do lado eu já tô conseguindo ver Fusca.
The Nissan 350Z, right? So everybody's been asking for it. We can't deny the fans what they want, so we've put it in Need for Speed.
Awesome.
And this one, yeah, it may look quirky, right?
Yeah.
It seems a bit out of place in Need for Speed, but what we've done is we've built this feature called the Derelict that, again, Marcus touched upon it in the live show, but what the Derelict is a way for us to kind of let the player explore the open world that we've got. It's a rich open world that we have, so we've put these cars out there in the world for you to find and explore and kind of take them back to your garage and find all the parts that you need to build them.
Cool.
So effectively it takes a car from stock to scrap, that's scrap to stock to supercar.
Cool. So let's jump in the Beetle and fix it up a bit.
Yes, absolutely. So it's looking a bit run down right now, right?
Yeah.
So we want to restore it back to stock.
Yeah. Now we should probably say as well, these derelicts, you don't need to restore them like this. You can upgrade them a little bit. I think we'll show that in a little bit.
Absolutely. And you could leave it like this if you wanted to.
Yeah, for sure. It's not my particular style, but you know what I mean.
It might be somebody's style.
So yeah, you can see some more of the parts. They're looking pretty good.
Absolutely. So we've tried to make sure that we've got parts in every interaction point that we have for this car. We want to make sure that we've got a rich experience wherever you go on the car. We've designed a lot of parts for this car as well.
Aí eles falando, mostrando mais pouco sobre o processo de customização do carro.
This is Need for Speed,
carro
and we want to take it that extra step further.
Baleado.
Of course. So we can play around with this car. Let's talk about some of the brands that are also a Need for Speed Payback.
Yeah, so we've not ditched any of the brands that we had previously. So we've come back and we've got your Rocket Bodies, we've got your Liberty Walks, we've got your Voltex parts, you've got APR parts, we've got all these rims that you can see right now.
So many rims.
So we love that stuff. We want to bring that back to the people.
Muito louco, velho. Na moral.
So, I think we've done a pretty good job of showing this off. Shall we show off the big thing?
Yeah, so I talked about it previously. We want to take these cars to supercars, right? So here we are, we've got our super builds. So these are effectively the biggest, baddest, the most performance-oriented cars that you can build in Need for Speed.
Yeah, I've got my personal favorite down at the bottom. Off-road.
Yeah, really? Off-road. So off-road's back into Need for Speed. And
that is crazy.
We wanted to build something special, right? What's more
Bate.
special than to show a jacked-up Beetle?
Awesome. So what do these do? We should say that these are derelict things, specific cars.
So yeah, the derelict cars that you find in the world will be the only ones that we can take to the super build. We want to make sure that those cars are special, and you want to put some time into them and put the effort into making them the super builds,
O modo clássico dele é o mais
now,
legal.
Just while we have some extra time, let's talk about some of the stance tuning and stuff like that.
Stance tuning is back again. So what we've done this time around is tweak them slightly, right? We wanted to make sure that we could slam a car on the deck, right?
Of course.
We love crazy camber, so why not go even further than we did before?
Nossa, ele negativou as rodas da frente, velho. Meu Deus do céu.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah. So the wrap editor. The wrap editor's
Olha
back.
isso, velho.
We're not
Esse
going to go into the
processo
detail
de
of it right now
customização
because,
que marcou o Need for
days,
Speed, né?
Yeah, of course. So I think that's been a pretty good first look at Need for Speed Payback. Any last words from you guys?
Yeah, everything you love about Need for Speed, plus action driving blockbuster missions, November 10th. Check out Need for Speed Payback.
All right, so thanks for checking out Need for Speed Payback. We'll throw it to Madden with the long shot trailer.
Agora eles vão mostrar novamente os trailers, tudo. Provavelmente a conferência já está chegando ao fim, né? Não tem muito mais o que mostrar. Eles já estão repetindo aí o trailer do Made in NFL 2018. Vai ter agora o modo carreira também. Eu não sei se já tinha, às vezes já até tinha. Eu tô falando por falar, né? Olha lá. Provavelmente agora eles vão mostrar tudo o que eles cobriram aí da E3. 2017, essa foi a conferência da EA Sports.
Wade is miles behind. Long shot. You gonna get hit today.
You're not the only one trying to get drafted. No, man, get you.
This time around. Devin Wade at the line for the final play of the game. It's the biggest moment of your life. Let's go out there and prove to the world that we belong.
Our second live look of Long Shot in Madden NFL 18. 4 years in the making. A lot of excitement in the Madden community today, and for good reason. I'm excited. We're here at EA Play at FanFest. Make sure if you're talking on social media right now, you're using the hashtag EA Play. But alongside me, I have Long Shot Creative Director Mike Young, and you might recognize this gentleman here from Friday Night Lights, but also Colt Cruz in Long Shot. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm in a Madden game. I'm in a Madden game. I never thought it was possible.
Woo! Made it happen.
Yeah, guys, this is a really exciting time, and I know especially for you, 4 years in the making of this process to get to this day. And really some of the main questions that we're focusing on here is the story of Long Shot. It's a football story that you can play. You know, what does that really represent, and why is it such a totally different experience to the Madden franchise?
Well, what we went about was really making the first campaign mode in a sports game. So we treated it more like that. It's an interactive movie that you're playing. So it's a totally different format than we've seen in other sports games when they've done story. And I think people are going to be blown away by how emotional it is, how much off the field there is to do and play. And the performances, the cinematography, it really does feel like this seamless movie versus a career mode with story scenes.
And that's the future of gaming, really. I mean, every year, Madden's going to push the envelope to be the authority on football as far as gaming goes, with graphics and with new ways and techniques that you can play it. But storytelling is the future. Storytelling is where it's at. And the fact that you are getting a movie basically in Madden that has great actors and NFL Hall of Famers all wanting to be a part of it, then you know you got something special. Mike did a bang-up job, man.
You know, you say there about storytelling, right? A little later on, we're going to bring on some game changers. We're going to bring on some YouTube.
Hey!
No way.
What are you guys talking?
No way.
You guys having a little conversation?
That was not planned. Anything can happen on National Live Internet, I swear.
J.R. Lemon, one of the stars, Devin Wade.
Devin in the flesh.
The Long Shot himself.
Thank you for having me.
Can I shake your hand?
Amazing. Can I shake yours?
Yeah. Hi.
Wow,
Nice to meet you.
This is a guy moment. This is a bro moment.
It is.
O cara é uma estrela aí, chegou agora, tá todo mundo impressionado com a presença do cara. Eu não consegui pegar quem é o cara ali, o nome do cara.
The power of story, how it's affecting not just entertainment in general, but moving forward to the gaming industry. And for you, what was the story like for Long Shot? What was that emotion about for you?
Well, you know, I always call it like I always call it the orphan.
Oh, give him a mic. Give him a mic. Get in there.
Oh, get in there. Mic. You know, I always call it. We'll just get a little closer anyway.
Always want to meet him.
I call it the orphan story. You had this guy who was an innocent.
Isso aí foi imprevisto, né, velho? Não tava.
He became an orphan. He wanted to sort of start to look inside.
Não tava planejado, né, acontecer isso.
He goes to the military, and the compelling thing about the story is watching him find his warrior again, watching him find his way out of that darkness and sort of into confidence again. I think any compelling story has those components. So that's what the story said to me, if that makes any sense.
It does, my guy. Let's get one of these right here. Oh, selfie mode.
Pausa para selfie.
Appreciate that. No, but now we're sidetracked, but again, listen, a good sidetrack, fantastic sidetrack. So for you though now, Mike, for the core Madden community, a lot of what Scott had said there, it is about story, it is about emotion. What can the core Madden community expect when it comes to the emotion in the story of Long Shot?
Modo carreira do jogo. Aparentemente esse cara aí é jogador de futebol americano. Não sei se é alguém famoso ali.
At the combine, a playable combine. We haven't had that since like Madden 06 or something. So there's real authentic experiences here. You actually feel like you're hanging out with Dan Marino. Hall of Famer Dan Marino feels like he is a mentor, a big brother to the Devin character. I think when you embody Devin, you feel like you have a relationship, not just this entourage style cameo. But on top of that, you just care about these characters. Devin and Colt feel like real friends that have a really big range.
Olha aí que bacana.
Not just
Todos os sistemas
surface level
de
friendship,
captura de
but,
movimento.
you know, you're going to have this big range of emotion, humor, fights, a lot of conflict.
Olha lá, ele é o cara da direita ali no
going
cantinho ali, é o
relate
David.
to it because it's a story about getting to the NFL, not trying to have people relate to these mega star things that are almost unrelatable. Like, so few people get to that spot in their life. But this story, I think, is so relatable because it's really just about dreams and pursuit of dreams. And the two characters have different perspectives on how they go about it. And I think that's what's going to shine.
Not to put you on the spot, but you guys are friends, right? You guys
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
We have become friends. We didn't know when we started on this journey. But man, we've been there for each other. You know, it's tough. He works at Albuquerque half the year. I'm in New York City all the time. But yeah, we've become boys, man.
We bonded over Chick-fil-A.
We bonded over Chick-fil-A, 100%.
You like In-N-Out?
Not In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I like In-N-Out.
Spicy
The South,
chicken sandwich,
baby.
Pretty good. It's, it's real good. Tomatoes on there, it's fantastic. So, speaking of the next question we have here, what was it like working with Hollywood talent like this right here?
Well, it's amazing. You have a dream and you start the story and it's just a piece of paper. Well, several hundred pieces of paper.
I've seen all of them. I can confirm that.
But coming to the set and working and like developing these characters, it's so collaborative and they're so talented. And I think when we were together, they just made these people real. And it's just so fun to work with great people who care, and the collaboration was really what made it special. Like, we could, you know, talk through scenes and talk about why they're feeling the way they are, and they're just so talented. And I think it's going to be some of the best acting you'll see in video games all year from these two gentlemen.
Well, I think from our side too, like, you created an environment that really supported that. I felt like we felt really comfortable just creating and playing and knowing that you would listen if we had ideas or anything like that. And I mean, collaborating, what, 2-3 years down the line, just throughout the process with the script and just thoughts, seeing those ideas show up in the script. So I mean, that does something itself, you know, we talk about the work.
I got a phone call 4 years ago, and I think one of the smartest things that Mike did was say, I want good actors, but I want good actors who are also have either played football or are huge fans of football, so we can just get that all on the side. There's no technical stuff that JR and I had to learn. I played football in high school and college. JR played football in high school and college. We understand, and up into the NFL too, and we understand.
Minutes.
Minutes.
5 minutes.
But we understand the game, so we were able to put all that aside and not even worry about all that. All that language is not foreign to us, which allowed us just to really hone in on just the relationship that you have here.
It had to be authentic.
Yeah.
So
and then you get an Oscar winner, Mahershala Ali, who says, you know what, I want to be a part of your game.
Right.
That's how you know, world, that this script is legit. Mahershala Ali is in our game. It's crazy.
That was surreal.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I remember when he walked on
Not
set,
bad.
we were like,
Not bad. This is actually not bad. All right.
Yeah, it was him and Dan Marino there the same day. You've got an NFL Hall of Famer who wants to be a part of this, and you got an Oscar winner who want to be a part of this. And that just speaks volumes to how it plays on both sides of the
that was
fence.
the first day of shooting, so I was so nervous walking into there. Like, it's so limited with time when you're shooting these things. And you have a half a day with Mahershala Ali with kids, so kids make it so much more complicated because they're just having fun, and there's a football on set, and they're trying to break the lights. But
Classic kids,
Just
right?
talking smack like they do.
like, if it was going to blow up, it was going to blow up on day one.
Yeah.
The most expensive day.
Well, I'm glad it didn't. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. But, you know, it's for you, Scott.
Pausa para
you
o
know, obviously
lanchinho,
Friday Night Lights,
enquanto
that's
a
what people
EA
will see you,
nos
recognize you
bombardeia
from
com
numerous
informações
other
sobre
things as well.
esportes,
But what was the
esportes
experience?
and
How does it compare
sports,
to what you did
guys.
on Friday Night Lights
Vou
to
dar
what you
mute
did with
aqui,
Lost?
galera, porque
You
eu
know,
acho
I've never
falta
worked
de
on a project
educação
that
você ficar
had as
comendo
many
com o microfone
parallels
aberto.
for me to Friday Night Lights. I've worked on a bunch of other stuff, but nothing had that kind of grounded, small, conversational storytelling that Friday Night Lights had throughout the rest of my career, and so kind of until Long Shots. I mean, to be honest with you, you know, there was so much collaboration, and when I was on Friday Night Lights, I felt like I had ownership of that show because they empowered us to do this. And JR said this earlier, but while doing Long Shot, we also felt very empowered to be a part of the storytelling. We weren't just puppets for words that somebody was very precious with on the page. Mike had brilliant ideas and lovely dialogue, but then also was
Pelo que dá para
malleable and
perceber,
wanted
eles
to
apenas
just,
estão
we
falando
all
como
wanted
que
the
foi o
same thing, which
processo
is
de
to have the greatest
criação, do
story.
modo
And that's what we did
história,
on
como
Friday
que vai
Night
ser o
Lights.
desenvolvimento
I
do
would say
modo
it's tough to catch
carreira.
lightning in a bottle twice, but
como vai ser os personagens.
And at the heart of Friday Night Lights, it's
Só
about
isso aí
interpersonal
mesmo.
relationships,
Estão falando
about
como
friendships.
que
Like with Jason
esses
Street
dois
and
caras
Riggins,
aí
their
eles participam do jogo,
tragedy
né?
changes their
Do modo
relationship. The same
carreira
thing
ali.
happens with Devin and with Colt. Tragedy really kind of changes and adjusts their relationship, and it's how they rebound from it that is the beauty of this story, and it's how they overcome. And adversity is used way too much in sports, but when you find out what they both go through, it's true adversity. It's not losing a game. It's losing a part of your life, and how they join together and forge their friendship going forward and push each other to try and achieve the biggest accomplishment they ever could heading towards the NFL draft. It's just a wonderful, beautiful story, and storytelling's where it's at. Just like Friday Night Lights, Longshot does the same thing.
And I think that's, you asked the question about how it's relatable. I think that's what it is. It's not just a story about football. It's a story that all of us have been through in some capacity.
Yeah.
Trying to overcome with people that we love. And trying to, jump over obstacles.
It's the human story, right? I mean, it's something that we all go through. We're all trying to accomplish different things, accomplish different goals. How do we get there? The ebb and flow of all that. And I mean, that's what I'm taking from what you're saying. But both of you guys.
Are we willing, when we're most down, are we willing to look in the mirror and face that and do something about it? Essentially. I mean, in the trailer, you have that moment where Devin's, walking towards the window, looking at Lucas Oil. Are we gonna be strong enough to actually get up off the couch, look in the mirror, and take action?
Now, be honest, JR. When you're watching yourself in that scene, are you looking at Lucas Oil? Or are you just looking at your reflection in the hotel window? I know what you're looking at, JR. I know what
you see what I'm dealing with.
So right, man. He shows up every time
I'm dealing with every day.
That's fantastic. I mean, I got to know, have you guys ever played a game of Madden against each other on the sticks?
No, he doesn't want to get on. He doesn't.
Because here's the thing.
He doesn't want to get on against you. He doesn't want it.
I haven't picked up the sticks in a while, yo.
Here's what I've heard. This guy really only took the role just so he could get free MUT packs.
Yo, this is true. This is 100% true. I went to high school with one of the producers on Madden, and I've been hitting him up for years like, hey, can I get some coin? Can I get some coin, in-game coin here? He's like, my hands are tied, man. My hands are tied. I'm like, I know they're not, but now you got no excuse.
No excuse.
I know
somebody shows up with a full-on team overall rating of 99. You're gonna be like, oh, that guy.
He's even
That's
gonna have
Porter.
a card.
He got 28 billion credits and has all rubies.
You just heard that right there from Mike Young. He's gonna have his own MUT card. That's gonna be fantastic.
Oh, I get my own MUT card?
Yeah.
Wait, Cole Cruz is gonna be a Madden on the team? What? Be ready to play with the Cruz missile, baby.
All right, now
it's coming.
Guys, it's time to bring in the game changers.
Awesome.
It's time to bring in our YouTubers. We have Onto the Boss and we have iMavic. They're going to ask the tough questions. I just gave the layups. I just gave you the easy ones.
Okay.
These guys are going to ask the tough ones.
All right.
Cara, na moral,
iMav, come on in, guys.
tem mais tempo eles falando disso daí do que mais tempo eles mostraram o Battlefield novo, velho.
All right, we have a nice wide set here.
Sabe, coloca imagens do jogo, mano, coloca gameplay, faz um negócio decente, agora fica esse blá 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 aí.
I noticed a lot of familiar faces, and I wanted to ask Mike, what other stars did you work with when creating Longshot?
Well, we mentioned earlier Mahershala Ali. That was pretty insane. It was before he won the Academy Award. What was cool about the role at the time is I think we were mostly familiar with him being this like tough military guy and things like Hunger Games or, a tough character and like House of Cards, but we got to bring him in and he's playing this father. And I think everyone on set that day was like, I wish he was my dad. He was so warm with the children, and it was a way up until, obviously Moonlight plays the father figure, but
eu vi alguns comentários, a galera tá achando que esse sistema que a Xbox vai trazer é quase como se fosse
We had the Dan Marinos, the Chad Ochocinco's.
Wow.
Those days were super fun. Everybody was geeked out.
Chad Johnson took everyone to sushi. At the end of the day,
wow.
He was like, who wants to go with me to get sushi? We're like, what? There's a 40-person crew standing around. We're like, what, all of us? He's like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, he had a blast.
That was pretty cool. I mean, we had film legend Barry Corbin. I mean, there's just
that was a good moment.
So many people and so many stories from set. It was incredible. I think people will love the cast because it feels grand. I think a lot of the gaming stories feel small, like not very many characters, not many sets, but I think this is an epic story with an epic amount of places you see, epic amount of cast, all just so much variety to it. Women, children, 80-year-olds, 8-year-olds, so it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Nav, your turn.
So I guess my question would probably be for the stars here. All right.
Oh, that's easy.
Step up.
So I know it was a 4-year process, right? Putting together Long Shot. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you guys?
Oh man,
tough ones.
Waiting.
Making them think, yeah.
Waiting. Yeah. To get a phone call from Mike 4 years ago, say, hey, we want to make this game in Madden, and we'd love for you to be a part of it, and then not hearing another word from anyone for like 9 months, and I'm just like, right? Did he change his number? I get a text back, it's like, sorry, new phone, who this? I'm just like, am I still a part of this thing anymore? And then 2 years ago, we end up in Vancouver for just a week, just JR and I, and I walk in and I'm like, they've already got all this footage of other people playing our roles, like stunt guys and stuff. They had done like some test footage. I'm like, I got recast again? And then I couldn't make it down to Orlando. I was shooting something in New York, and then there's a table read in Orlando, and some guy texts me, because I went to high school and college in Orlando, and I knew this cat. He texts me, he's like, yo, I'm at this table read, and I was like, they cast me again! They recast me again! It was just like the waiting, I'd say, was like my biggest problem, was like, because it takes even double the time of a movie or a TV show. Like sometimes you'll shoot a movie or a show and you know next year it's coming out. But with the game, the cycle to build this thing from the ground up takes so long. And it was just shifting my brain that way.
I mean, but yeah, Scott mentioned the 4 years ago, he was the first person to verbally commit to this thing, which was great because I got to make the script him. You know, think about his specific talents, his personality, and really custom the role for Scott. And having somebody like Scott commit early was definitely a lot of confidence that this thing could be real and people are excited by it. And then we went on the long journey of trying to get it greenlit and all that.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So mine isn't as deep at all. My biggest hurdle was getting over this doggone camera that you have in your face, right? Like, so we're having arguments, and like we forget this camera's there, and we just like clashing the camera. And every time it clacks, like we got to start over.
Yeah.
Like,
every time you got to start over, you got to do.
Yeah, you got to do the T-pose, and that was my biggest one. Just like have you ever seen like the motion capture shoot where they have the thing and the dots all over your face?
Yeah.
You can't put your hand in front of your face. You might want to wipe your nose. Can't wipe your nose.
Can't wipe your nose.
So it's more takes than you're used to doing.
Yeah, and
like
if you want your character to rub his eye in the scene, you got to do this.
Yeah, you like
you got to like reach, but not actually touch your face.
Exactly.
It's like so strange.
So that was one of mine.
Yeah, we got really close because we spent in effect 6 weeks together in wetsuits with each other.
For real?
It was just me and him in wetsuits.
That was some man
Bunch
moments.
of shiny balls all over ourselves in face makeup that looked like we were a Cats reject. Yeah.
It made it fun. Way more challenging. What's amazing about the cast is that they're in the same white wall room every day with these suits. They don't have costumes. They don't have props. It's all in their mind. And these performances are so believable and natural. And I'm just so proud of what these guys did. And I think with those cameras and how unnatural it is to have 40 people staring at you and then these weird outfits and all these rules in addition to just being present in the action, I'm just blown away by them.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
I think we all just had a moment. I feel like we're all friends, like closer. I'm excited about it.
Hug this one out.
If we can hug it out, we'll hug it out. But
same emotional.
Bom, como eu estava falando com vocês, eu acho que por parte da Ubisoft, a Ubisoft vai estar apresentando o novo Assassin's Creed, que agora vai se passar no Egito. Vazou aí informações em relação ao novo Assassin's Creed. E foi como eu falei, Assassin's Creed ele já deu o que tinha que dar também. É um jogo que não se reinventa mais. Pra mim começou a morrer no Black Flag, ele morreu no Assassin's Creed 3, mas ele começou a perder as forças dele no Black Flag de verdade. É um jogo que eu gosto bastante, eu até platinei o Unity, que é o pior Assassin's Creed que tem, acabei platinando ele. E eu tô muito esperançoso, eu não estou empolgado nem hypado em relação ao Assassin's Creed, porém eu tô muito esperançoso que o jogo ele venha com novas origens, novas mecânicas, novas funcionalidades para que ele possa assim resgatar os antigos fãs dele.
So everybody's going to have a different path with Devin. It's not just, oh, I got to play as Devin and Colt. No. You play Devin how you want to play Devin. You play Colt how you want to play. That's it. So you still have all of that opportunity to make your own choices. Right.
It's fantastic stuff, guys. I appreciate all of you for Scott, Mav, Mike, JR, Anto. I appreciate it. I got one request, and you're going to have to help me make it happen.
Eu acho que ali o bate-papo dele sobre Made in 18 está acabando. É um jogo que é muito interessante, né, velho? Para americano que curte bastante. Eu acho que se fosse um bate-bola ali, falando sobre FIFA, muito mais gente estaria curtindo, né? Olha lá, mais um self-moment. Yeah. Olha lá, bateu? Será que bateu? Não bateu? O cara não sabe nem bater um selfie no próprio celular aí, beleza? Então é isso, galera. Eu espero que realmente venham coisas novas e empolgantes. Talvez nós já vamos ter alguma gameplay sobre o Far Cry novo, né? O Far Cry 5, que também não está mudando muito, mas já mudou bastante. Agora eles vão falar aí de FIFA 18 novamente. Já estamos caminhando aí para 2 horas de transmissão. O Cristiano Ronaldo, imagens do Cristiano Ronaldo, não tá nada legal essa aparência do Cristiano Ronaldo. Uma coisa é você mostrar uma filmagem do personagem, a outra é você mostrar ele no jogo. Ele é o garoto propaganda, né, velho, do FIFA, não tem nem como negar isso. Pode ver que o trabalho gráfico em cima do personagem dele é totalmente diferente dos demais personagens. Alguns até lembram as características físicas, mas em cima do Cristiano Ronaldo é impressionante como que é o trabalho. E mesmo assim, não fica legal, não fica bonito, não. Eu vou estar abrindo aqui o calendário da E3. Se eu consigo pegar aqui, eu vou estar passando para vocês. Se eu acho aqui no
That is
site.
right, we are going from football to football. It's the hottest game known worldwide.
Absolutely.
FIFA, and it's back. It's bigger than ever. FIFA 18.
Começou às 4 horas da tarde, dia 10, sábado. A conferência da EA. Às 18 horas da manhã tem a conferência da Microsoft, então provavelmente eu vou estar trazendo aqui no canal também. Segunda-feira, dia 12, dia dos namorados, às 14 horas, a PC Gaming Show, não vai dar para trazer para o canal, mas às 17 horas vai ter a conferência da Ubisoft, segunda-feira, quem sabe aí, posso trazendo aqui para o canal, também não sei, mas segunda-feira become one of the most famous names in all of football. So an incredible year all round.
I mean, we had the Men in Blazers on stage. We were so hyped about Alex Hunter. What's he up to? What's he doing? But it's not just about Alex Hunter, obviously. I mean, when you guys announced the cover star for FIFA 18, everybody was like,
Assassin's Creed Origins
that statue that was at the airport. That looks actually like Cristiano Ronaldo. But bringing in Cristiano Ronaldo, what is that experience just to kickstarting that experience and making it happen? How did that feel once it all culminated into what it became in FIFA 18?
Let's say, well, first of all, it was an awesome experience working with the best football player in the world. We went to Madrid a few months ago to motion capture Ronaldo, and we're putting his animations in the game. So he's basically helping us create what it is the biggest leap in the history of gameplay. So that's quite important for us, special attention in gameplay this year. So there's so many new features that I want to tell you about gameplay. There's 4 pillars: the player, the teams, the atmospheres, and the dramatic moments. And let me start with the player. First of all, we have a brand new animation engine. It's called the Real Player Motion Technology. It's a system that allows us to pick animations every single frame. In the past, we used to do every step the player takes, that's an animation, and then we would just chain different animations, different steps. Now, because it's every single frame, for the human eye, just looks like one fluid motion. The movement of the players is very fluid. And this engine also gives us responsiveness, fluidity, and personality. So you will see how the entire feature set is about those three things: responsiveness, fluidity, and personality. For personality, as I mentioned, we're putting Ronaldo animations in the game, and now if you look at him, he runs exactly like Ronaldo. From any camera, you will recognize him right away. We also have the tools that allows us to personalize the movement of players, like Sterling, you saw in the video, how his hands are a little bit...
Sterling with a goal!
Oh yeah, Sterling, his hands like that, Robin, the hands more like in this position, Jordi Alba, the chest up. You will see all those characteristics in the game, and we have also 6 new archetypes for more personality for every single player in the game. So before, all the players would share the same animations for running. Now there is the short, medium, and tall player with the skinny and stocky options. So everybody is going to have more personality in the way they move. Then there is the dribbling overhaul. This is my favorite. Dribbling is so much fun, so responsive. And you will see a lot of personality. So you will see the players avoiding doing all those fancy things with dribbling, just with the left stick, just by jogging, for example. And if you pass the ball to somebody like Messi, he's going to be so explosive. You're going to see how he stretches to get to the ball. He leans. It's looks very cool. The visuals are very improved from previous years. And also, if you pass the ball to somebody like Iniesta, he's going to be so good at hiding the ball, but he's not that explosive. So you need the combination of things. And there's also features for the team. There's a brand new positioning system that allows players to coordinate between each other to provide different types of support all the time. There's always going to be somebody doing a safe support, so you can keep possession with a safe pass. There's going to be people doing diagonal runs, trying to mark themselves, attacking runs, and they are going to be playing closer to the sidelines, so wider, in order to create better spaces. And you can now read football like professionals do in real life all the time, trying to read the situation. You can do that in FIFA. So we also have a lot of play styles. For example, when you play career mode, you will have a different experience as a team personality, depending on what playstyle they do in real life. So for example, we have the tiki-taka, a lot of first-time passes, long balls. If you have players that are very good at dribbling, you will see them trying to beat on defenders, different options. And also for the defensive side, there's quite options like Catenaccio, harass, there's many of them. Then there is the next part, which is the dramatic moments. We are changing our crossing mechanics, so now crosses are more dangerous, more driven, and the actual controls also change a little bit as well. We are improving our through balls, the shooting system, now the trajectories are closer to the goal to give you more realistic outcomes, but doesn't mean every single shot is going to the net. And finally, we have the atmospheres, which is very important as well. And there's regionalization, so basically, depending on where you're playing in the world, you're going to have a different experience. The lighting is different, the position of the sun is very authentic, so you have the same experience as you get in real TV. There's a lot of props around the field, like even cars or commercial things, banners, flags, like in South America, for example. And there's a lot of work on the crowds. There's a lot of new chants, so you have a better audio experience.
Dia 11 de junho também vai ter a
so you will see them reacting very different than before. When there's a goal, for example, they will try to jump a couple of rows down, and you can actually celebrate with the crowd, you can hug them, you can do many different things. The gameplay is very, very fun this year.
Bethesda que eu não sou muito ligado
We put our feet up for a year. So. Yeah. But I mean, when channeling all of that newness within a game like FIFA, especially where people have grown to expect it to play a certain way, do you guys ever? I mean, is it a challenge for you guys to make it new, but still make it seem like the players who are good at FIFA can jump in and know exactly what they're doing and notice the differences that you guys made?
For sure, it's always a challenge. The game has to be.
Não sei se vai rolar ainda mais alguma coisa sobre. Ali a gente está vendo ali em cima o banner do The Sims, né? A gente não sabe se vai ter ainda alguma coisa sobre algum outro jogo, mas por enquanto a EA está falando só de esportes, que é o que ela mais sabe fazer, né? Eu queria ver mesmo só Star Wars Battlefront, e aí a gente já conseguiu ver bastante coisa aí sobre o Star Wars. lembrar, é o Anthem, né? É um jogo aí mais cooperativo. Vai ser um RPG aí de mundo aberto que vai se passará no espaço, nos modos de teste.
Obviously, come on. I want that in my life. And obviously, introducing the journey last year. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Alex Hunter, the most tweeted about footballer in the history of the world. Scored like 32 million goals last season. 36 million. Sorry, Alex Hunter.
360 million, actually.
You know what?
Come on, don't undervalue
He
it.
scored over 1 million goals. There's no need to talk about how many over hundreds of millions of goals. And now we see a new iteration.
Cara, eu não sei não, mas
He's back for his second year,
por
so it's one of those
enquanto,
moments where we
assim, pro
can't really
primeiro dia
divulge
de
too much because we don't want to give it
conferência,
away.
bem
But
fraquinho
no, I
aí,
can't. No,
a E3.
Those guys aren't listening. They're
Tudo bem que é nicho
So, but
bem
yeah, we're bringing him back. It's bigger and better. We're taking him to a wider world of football. So obviously within FIFA, the game, we have a global appeal with football. We represent the sport globally. For the Journey 1, he was a lad from London, so we said it in the EPL, that was his breakout year. So again, without divulging too much, he's going to spread his wings a little bit. So there's some surprises in store for Alex, and he's going to kind of spread his wings around the global world of football. So he's possibly not locked to England this time. So lots going on in his life. It's a tumultuous year for the young lad.
Novo jogo que foi apresentado também na feira foi o Way Out. É dos mesmos criadores aí, mesma produtora de Brothers. É um jogo que coloca o jogador no papel de um criminoso que ele tem que escapar da prisão, como a gente viu ali, ele é mais focado no competitivo também. Competitivo no modo cooperativo, tanto que são dois irmãos ali, aparentemente são dois irmãos, meio que até assim, se você parar pra pensar, da mesma criadora, produtora do Brothers, e aí um novo jogo com dois caras que aparentemente são dois irmãos. Eles estão presos e eles precisam fugir da prisão, né? Parece que é um action, um jogo de aventura aí. Até bacaninha, até bacaninha. O jogo, aparentemente, cada player aí vai controlar um personagem. Vai vir pra Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC só no começo de 2018. Então assim, provavelmente na PlayStation Experience a gente pode estar vendo alguma coisa dele no final do ano. Talvez, quem sabe.
So you could have won the FA Cup, you could have won the EPL, you could have even got relegated. That was one of the beauties of it. It wasn't on rails, there was a lot of choice, and basically his career was in your hands. So we pick up from where we left off. So if you played Journey 1, you will start on the team you were in. He will have the personality you created through the cinematic moments, and then we'll kind of kick it off. And I will give you a little bit of an insight. We start with him on holiday in Rio, connecting with some of the locals, which you can probably imagine how he connects with locals in Rio.
Rough life. Yeah. Rough life. So, when creating that story and cultivating all this, how do you go about creating this lore for a character who's going to be going on this journey that you're taking him on, but make it resonate with people who might have been a professional football player, or if they just wonder what that life is like?
Yeah, well, one of the other challenges is making it resonate with people around the globe, because it was set in England, so it's important that the story is fundamentally about football, and it resonates with a football fan. So even if I'm from South America, I can connect with this story on a footballing level. And then the other part of that is just making it an interesting character, just fleshing out the character, giving him an interesting background, interesting support system, so the family, they're all back, so good old Grandad, everyone loved Grandad, he's back this second time round, Mum is back. So just creating not just an interesting character whom you control, but the support system and the characters around him is key, that they resonate with users and are interesting as well, and that obviously happens.
And what do you think was the most crucial sort of piece of feedback you received from people who did complete this journey, or just from fans in general? Was there any sort of comments that they made that you were like, oh yeah, we should sort of go in this route or maybe try something like this?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great relationship with our fans, and we value their feedback because they're the most important guys. They're the ones that play it. So the good news is they loved it. They really resonated with the fact that they controlled his personality. Like I say, it wasn't on rails. One of the things we did take from the feedback was they wanted more big, major decisions in his life. Some key decisions that will change Alex and those around him. So keep an eye out for those. Some big decisions that you have to make as Alex that will affect the story and the characters and etc. So again, it's one of those hard things to talk to because I don't want to spoil it. But there's a lot of good stuff in there.
I'm thinking like downloadable DLC. A villain character comes into his life. That villain is played by me.
Right. Okay.
Mocapped in Ronaldo suit, so I run like Ronaldo. I'm ripped like Ronaldo, and it could just create some tension
We'll put that on the ideas board.
I mean, if there is an ideas board, I'd like that to go right to the top.
Well, I was thinking more of the bottom board.
Obviously, a lot of people are excited about the journey. We do have a trailer explaining what's going down in the second part of this journey coming in FIFA 18.
There is one question on everybody's lips.
What next for Hunter?
Everyone's hunting Hunter.
Alex Hunter has been talked about.
I think all this Alex Hunter talk, I think that's just paper talk, if I'm honest.
Sehen wir Alex Hunter bald in der Bundesliga?
Seine Spielweise ist atemberaubend.
Alex Hunter is a proper talent, a huge talent. He needs the right club and the right manager. Any club will be lucky to have him.
Alex Hunter is in the media every day and it's getting annoying to be fair.
Oh, it's so irritating. What kind of club would let Alex Hunter go?
And I'm not really sure that a move is the right thing for him.
J'espère qu'il va venir.
But this guy's getting too big for his boots, blood.
Alex Hunter is a great player. He's a beast. Yeah, she is.
He's very quick.
He got skill.
Amazing skills.
Hunter è un attaccante fenomenale.
Hopefully he's got good people around him.
Hunter's bombed his bridge and he has to look after himself.
Go, go.
I would move.
Rumours have got to stop. Go, Alex. Alex Hunter, you really are wasting time.
Will Alex Hunter stay or go?
Are you sure this is what
risky? Not about the tour of the US.
What does your heart tell you?
If I stay, it will be double. So should I stay or should I go?
PS4 for the players.
All right, everyone. So we've been talking so much about some fantastic EA games here at EA Play 2017, but you want to know what's really fantastic? Some Battlefield, baby. That's right. We're going to have some Battlefield 1 action. I'm Golden Boy, joined by Andrew Galata, one of the guys working on this incredible game, as well as my homeboy, my partner in crime when it comes to these
Pra
events.
variar, o
Wesley,
meu
how you
mic,
doing, man?
ele estava mutado e vocês não estão ouvindo, não estavam ouvindo o que eu falei. Eu me desculpo mais uma vez, por questões desse microfone, ele fica mutando quando eu deixo ele no standby. Agora eles vão trazer aí um pouco de Battlefield. Como eu estava falando aqui para vocês, eu vou repetir. Eu peço desculpas por todos os problemas técnicos que ocorreram aí durante a transição. É a minha primeira vez fazendo um regrowth, né? Isso aqui é uma retransição. Eu estou pegando o sinal da conferência ao vivo e estou transmitindo no meu canal, fazendo esse bate-papo aí com vocês, falando sobre jogos, tá? Vamos ver se vai ter alguma coisa de interessante aí. Se não tiver, eu vou encerrar a live por aqui. Olha só a educação dessa mulher. Passou atrás da câmera, agora passou na frente da câmera. Não é só aqui que tem problemas técnicos, não. Até lá, ó.
So that close quarter setting, which we'll see in a minute, is definitely something that you can focus on this new map. Having played it in the testing environment, you're going to see some good close quarters gameplay.
Yeah, the trenches play really well here.
Yeah, they do play really well, and there's some interesting differences between the two trenches that I think we'll talk about later on in the stream.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to share it.
So many details put into this map.
People had a chance to play this before in the test server.
Yep.
Was it as detailed as it is here, or are people going to see some new things that they haven't seen before if they play them in the server?
Yeah, so on our CTE, the community test environment, it was in its kind of pre-phase, pre-alpha phase. So you're going to see a lot more details. It's really refined, making sure the artwork is as polished as possible, the gameplay is as polished as possible. So you might find a few little areas for cover that you probably didn't have on the CTE.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. And you know, it's very exciting because
that should do it.
I think when a lot of people thought about World War I, and it's exciting for some, and for others it's also concerning, which you'll see in a little bit.
Bom, galera, é isso aí. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Não vai ter mais nada de interessante. Espero aí que vocês tenham curtido. Beleza? Um forte abraço. Até a próxima transmissão e até a próxima conferência.